button. Button schmutton.
No,
Right.
wait.
Well, too late.
We're live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Who said that?
Do it.
Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it.
We will. Okay, so. Hold on, put on my camera. There I am. Okay, good. So you've made your way into the Plain of Standing Stones, the remnants of a once great nethery city of Arcanther. Here, giant stones, they reach upward into the sky. You now know these were once great skyscrapers, where the once great city flourished. Rexus, the night before, had a nightmare, an image of a grotesque hag. After finding your way out, you finally saw the hut of the hag that cursed Rexus. After entering the small hut, it was much bigger than you appeared, and you found an old woman stirring a large cauldron. The smell of herbs and spices permeating the entire hut.
KFC.
She told Rexus that she needed to do 3 things to break his curse: a trial of sacrifice, a trial of empathy, and a trial of forgiveness. Only then can you pass the curse onto someone else who truly deserves it.
Still not happy.
You are now on your way back to Bralizzar. After a fight with some very cool sand sharks, you are back on the path, drudging through the desert, the deep sand coming up to your ankles with every step. Where do you go now? Back to Silvery Moon to check on the status of the Oblivion and the buildup of the Orc Horde? Back to the Feywild to report to Orizio? Finding another Arcanum, maybe? Or back to Rivenleaf to check on Kimber? What would you guys like to do?
Well, I have a quick question, John. I wrote it down on my post-it.
Mm-hmm.
If I polymorphed Rexus into a T-Rex for an hour, and T-Rexes move faster than we do, and we all ride him, would that help our trek through this desert a little bit?
I think so, yeah.
A T-Rex moves at 50. He could double move. We can all ride him for an hour.
Well, I mean,
don't
your
know if that would-
normal... So that's like, what, 40%
We move
more?
30 to 35. Well, if we all crowd around Ron, I guess we all get a 10-foot boost, but...
Yeah, it's like 40%
It moves a little
more.
faster, and Rebecca just clapped at the idea of being a T-Rex. So I say, let's do it.
I get
My
to be
last 4th level spell, I'm gonna turn.
Well, you said I get to be T-Rexes.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
So
Well-
you won't make it all the way to Bralizzar, even on Rexus's back. I think Rexus, you know this too.
Well, yeah, it's only an hour.
You're a good 2 days travel from there. You're gonna have to stay the
Oh,
night.
still,
It is-
we'll shave
it is late
some
in the
time off.
afternoon. The 2 o'clock sun is sort of beating down on you guys. You can see the mountains to the north of you, and that's where you found the Great Pyramid earlier in the
Rexus.
campaign. I mean, you could do it. You'll definitely be closer to Bralizzar, but it'll be nightfall. If you wanted to keep going all the way into the evening, it'll probably be 2-3 o'clock in the morning by the time you finally do reach Bralizzar. Oh no, it's actually 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It would be the next morning before you reach Bralizzar, so.
That's fine.
But you'd have a level of exhaustion.
I don't want to get exhausted. I can put the tower up for an evening, and we can get there the next day or whatever.
Yeah, we just save.
I actually,
we'll save a little bit
prefer
of
if
time.
Yeah, I actually prefer.
Yeah, it's only
well,
for
you're.
an hour or two, so.
Yeah, you're only an hour a little faster. So I was thinking at most it might shave off an hour or 2 of our trek.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Like double moving at that speed as a T-Rex, and we hang on for dear life.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely could do that for sure.
There was a reason why I did a version of everybody as a T-Rex on the AI.
I like the idea that even when I turn into a T-Rex, I still have my red scarf for some reason.
Uh-huh.
It's mystically enchanted by the hag to never change.
We didn't fix the rolling on the stream yet?
It should be fixed. Why? You
I know, I
rolled
just
privately.
Oh, let me roll a d20.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
Come on, you're like a Foundry developer now. No, I don't see
Hey,
it.
man.
God,
Yeah, I see it.
Barry, you're
Yeah.
so cool.
I don't see it on the stream though.
I just saw it on the stream. Oh, well,
Really?
no,
I
we'll only have our cameras up. Hang on.
My internet can't handle me playing and
There you
watching
go.
the stream at the same
Try
time.
one more time. Now that I've actually switched it to the table view.
Your computer can't?
No, still not seeing. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a 5-second delay going to the stream,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, Craig, you know my internet is pretty shitty.
Your internet
All right.
can't. I got
Yeah,
you.
my internet can't.
I got you.
So, what
My
do you guys
beautiful
do?
computer can.
Do you head off into the desert towards Bralizzar? Do you skip Bralizzar?
No, we're not skipping Bralizzar.
Looks
I
like
have
Bralizzar's
plans.
on the way, so we might as well.
Yeah.
John, quick question. For the hour that we're riding Rexus, can I take a short rest?
On his back?
Oh, see, I knew there had
I'm
to be an
sitting
ulterior
stationary for
motive.
an hour, not doing anything.
I knew there had to be an ulterior motive.
I know, but I'm like, you're getting you moving. It's a big old T-Rex. You're not like have a.
Well, I have
basket,
this
so-
giant scarf. Apparently, she can just,
All right, I'll allow it. I think that's
Run, push her
Yay.
off. Do it.
Well, if you want to say that I can't recover health, that's fine. I really just wanted to recover a spell slot.
No, I mean, I think everybody except for Rexus can take a short rest. A short rest.
Oh, that's fine.
Well-
I didn't lose a ton of health, and I don't get anything
Short
back on a
rest.
short rest anyway. So
I get a spell slot back, which is going to be my 4th level spell slot that I took to turn you into a T-Rex.
All right, so evening starts.
Oh, plus I can heal. I can heal, right? Because as Catalan gets on the T-Rex and would need help to do that, yeah, like I'm hurt. I'm still bloodied, even after I tried to heal myself, so...
Yeah.
the funny
so,
thing is T-Rexes are so damn big. I can do the thing, like where they go like a camel or something. Crouch down so you can get on my back. You'd still have to climb.
Yeah, so Catalan,
Well,
I think you
I need
release your
help.
spell off on Rexus, and you can see he just slowly starts to grow bigger. His face still kind of stays the same. You can almost recognize him as a T-Rex still, but he just gets huge and gigantic up to, like, I guess the neck reaches around 15, 20 feet tall. And finally he transforms fully into it. And I don't think you've ever seen a T-Rex smile before, but you did now.
Yay!
All teeth. And then I'm assuming everybody climbs onto his back, holds on tight as you trudge
Yeah.
through the desert at full speed.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll give that pause too and do the cinematic Jurassic Park roar,
Roar.
on a ridge, and then then I'm gonna haul ass and start tearing off through the desert.
No.
Cattling on my back, flapping in the breeze.
Somewhere there's a nomad sitting down looking at a T-Rex running through the desert. So after an hour, it does finally wear off, and the evening finally does fall. And it starts
Hey,
to
I'm
get
big
dark
and
much-
scary. That
much,
might
much
actually
cooler.
help keep enemies at bay. They're like, I don't want to tangle with
And I'm
that.
gonna do the tower whenever we take a rest.
Yeah, you don't have any. There are no encounters. You actually encounter nothing in this desert. It's nothing but clear desert, and the only
We
way you're
encountered
finding a
something in the
direction is
Well,
because Rexus knows the area.
I was about to say things are also terrifying to me, man. There's a freaking T-Rex tearing through the desert.
Well, and that was
And then I- and then
we were attacked by the
Sometimes,
land sharks because we were tiny little people.
And
the
then
T-Rex,
between
no one would fuck with
Catalan
that.
and Fenian, I have like snipers on my back. So, yeah. And I can deploy Ron.
I now have
yeah,
my
that-
newest AI
Boy, Ron. She's throwing
project
them
for tomorrow.
off. Actually, you can't. Little arms.
Well, no, he would go up on my head and I would just flip him off.
Oh,
and he'd be
flip
like,
them off. Yeah, but you do get an itch on your nose.
be like,
and it's really
Ron,
annoying that
I
you can't
choose
do it.
you.
Chunky can get it. Chunky
And
can
then
get it from
and
his
then I
nose.
have Fenian and Catalan are on my back like turrets.
Yeah,
like
this is
this,
gonna
I
be
get
fun
like
to
this.
type
I'll get
in
like
the
this.
AI
This
generator.
Star Wars walker kind of thing. You know, I'm just big and scary, and I got troops
You're a fucking
and guns.
AT-AT,
and-
just...
Yeah. Except you
I
try
love
to
it.
trip me, I will eat you.
I love it. Yeah, literally, and it will fill you up. All right, so it finally does wear off. You don't have any encounters. Night follows, like I said. Do you generate your?
Yes,
Your
I do the
tower?
tower. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
main floor common room, new common room that I sent you today.
All
If you
right,
have
let me-
that uploaded.
Rexus
I
is
really
in a
like
better
that
mood
picture.
because he
I
was
was
very
really happy
sad
with how
after
that came
dealing with
out.
the hag and whiffing all the time in land shark combat.
All right, so let's activate this. So you guys all find a new room in this place. Is it the first floor, second floor?
It's the main floor. It's
The first
technically
floor you walk in?
she's done the common room before, but the common room before it was darker and everything like that. And this one, it's a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter. There's a stuffed animal on Rexus's bed at the top. Then there's technically a mini bed if Ron wanted to sleep by himself. But if you wanted a spoon, I have somebody else in mind that can sleep on that bed. Then there's the couch for Penny and Catalin for trancing, because elves don't need to lay down on a bed; they can sit up straight. And then there's more of a kitchen now than there was before. It was just a coal stove. Now there's like a little area that like the pots and pans can go in the drawers and like chop there, and then there's still a coal stove, and then a little dining table.
It's adorable. I love it.
I love it. Thank you. I'm obsessed with it. I think it turned out great.
It really did.
Still 10 by 10, and it's 10 foot high.
I love
That's
the pictures
why.
are all like from your home. You know, they're all
They're winter.
themed to winter settings, like from the Moonshade.
Yep, and there's like a little stuffed snow leopard for a little stuffed animal for snuggling.
Do you people not believe in color?
The one thing I do get a kick out of is the fact that, well, one, there's 3 chairs, but Rexus is big. He would sit and eat on the couch, I guess. But
yeah, you're too big for that chair.
There's no actual ladder to the top, but I spider climb now.
Yeah. Or you just
That's
jump.
why you can just help yourself up there. That's why I was like,
you're probably
I noticed that. I'm like, oh, no ladder,
You know,
but I'm like, Rexus doesn't need it.
you know, Ron is about the size of the little stove over there.
No, he's a little taller than the stove.
Little taller than that.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
so
only like
do
2
we need
feet
any
off the ground.
scenes, anything else before we
Yes,
go
John.
ahead and take a long rest?
Yes,
Jesus.
we need scenes.
Okay,
Katie thought
has
of
notes.
scenes.
She's got a script. God help us.
has notes.
I was
All
just
right.
about
Can
to
I
say,
get my
I didn't
stupid
get
shit
a-
out of the way first?
All right,
I
let's
was-
get your
yeah, I
dumb
didn't
shit
get
out of
Some
the
of
way.
it involves you, Fenian.
Are we doing a table read? I didn't get a copy.
I didn't
I
get
didn't
it.
know,
right?
Ron
We're
falls
fucking
asleep.
ad-libbing while Katie's got a full-on fucking script.
Look, I didn't have a lot to do at work tonight. It's been a slow week, but tomorrow's gonna be busy. I know. So
Regardless of when this scene takes place, my non-trancing time is going to be used to finish up a potion.
All
I
right,
need
go
to
for
check
it.
one thing.
all right, you do your potion and then get ready.
Yeah.
Actually, you're last.
All right, let's hope I don't fuck this up, because I can fuck it up now. Where is it?
All right, let me check these.
I need a...
Ooh, he's rolling privately.
Yeah, he is.
So
I can see
scary.
Yeah,
No, just because
I yucked it up. Okay, cool. So I
Yeah,
don't
that
finish
was
it
good.
tonight. I
You
needed
see
a 4.
somewhere upstairs, you hear Finny and go, fuck!
Yeah.
I was gonna say the second floor is the study, and then the basement is the pool, the bath house, because I know how much Rexus likes that one. So
I just realized that in
Speaking
my
of
rules, I didn't put in rules for retrying. I'm gonna write that in. But
All right. So
I'll pretty much try the
you are
next time we
mixing a
rest.
bunch. Something just bubbles over, not like it's
son of a
supposed to.
bitch.
You're like, God damn it.
cursing in Elven.
It's actually in Draconic.
Oh, okay, I know that too. So I'm like,
I was about to say, cursing in Elvish just probably wouldn't sound angry enough.
It
Yeah.
doesn't sound angry enough.
You're like, okay.
yeah, those sweet, those are so. Anyway,
You're like, oh,
I don't know why Elven is French.
I curse in Gith. Ska.
yeah.
All right, so you do your
I
you do your
yucked that
potions. At some point during the evening, you know, thematically you do it. Catalin, would you like a
Yeah.
scene?
Oh, yeah. So,
Don't worry, before we get to you, Ron or Rexus, anything for you guys? Ron immediately goes to sleep.
I was about to say,
He curls up underneath.
he
the
doesn't
armpit,
immediately go to sleep because I have a scene with
and
him
he snores just like you.
on my post-it.
The
Nope.
Sounds like Big Bird.
No, I'd say Rexus is in a better mood. He's feeling very deflated after encountering the hag and then whiffing like crazy in the land shark battle. But he got to run around, roar as a T-Rex, and now we got a nice new bed, so it's a good day.
I was gonna say new bed and the pool downstairs.
And the pool
All right,
downstairs.
Catalin,
Yeah. All right.
what do? You go back to your room. You sit on the bed.
I'm not in
I
the room.
think.
I'm not in the room.
Well, before we
I-
do this, I think
Yeah.
you immediately realize, after a few minutes of sitting around, Penny is upstairs, Ron is already sleeping, Rexus is sitting on the couch,
Yeah. I
that
know it-
one of the people that you encountered might have been a Lachey.
Yeah. That's gonna hit her in the middle of her trance, and she's gonna wake up. in the middle of the night and be like, motherfucker. But anyway.
In the middle of the night.
All right. So tell me what happens.
I'm walking in my sleep. All right. So I'm imagining Fenian's like, oh, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to go do potions. And Rexus is like, oh, I'm going to go take a bath. And so I imagine while possibly Ron is sitting at the table, like having some food or something like that, Catalin's just going to stand behind him and be like, Ron.
Ron looks up and looks at Catalin and then goes, like, pretends he goes back to sleep.
I'm going to push him. I'm going to nudge him and be like, hey, I know you heard me. Do you have a moment to speak privately?
No, I'm sleeping.
I love it so much.
Did Ron find helium?
He's sleeping now.
When you said you wanted Ron to role play, I immediately went to work.
But it
was like,
sounds like he sucked helium all day.
It's so good.
That's
I was like,
Ron's
let's do
voice,
this, motherfucker.
officially.
Is that Ron's real voice? Because that changes the whole dynamic of everything.
Yeah, that changes everything, Greg. I don't
I
know.
was sleeping and you
No,
woke
it
me
doesn't.
up. What do you
I
want?
love Ron for Ron.
I didn't know Ron was a gnome. All right.
He sucked helium all day.
Oh, man.
So she's gonna sit across from you, I guess, or next to you or whatever, and just kind of eye you up for a second, and then you've been awfully quiet lately. I can only imagine that you have a lot of things on your mind. As someone who also has a lot of things on their mind, I can kind of tell these things. I just said the word things 3 times in one sentence.
Yeah, not really.
Can I insight check? I think he's lying.
What
Plus,
do you
I
mean?
can't take
It's
the
up to
voice
you.
seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't take
Ron.
the voice seriously.
I know. What do you? I think you need to be more specific because Ron is pretty much like he doesn't pick up on nuance. He doesn't pick up on
Yeah.
He's not picking up what you're putting down.
He just looks at you confused, Catalin, I think.
I think that you have something that is bothering you because you have been awfully quiet in the last few days, which I find odd and uncharacteristic of you, because normally you're very annoying. And so I'm simply trying to ask what's on your mind.
I'm just worried about Kimber and getting back to her, and I just want to make sure she's okay. I'm sad that we didn't cure Rexus. We totally should have killed the hag, but we didn't kill the hag. We should have killed that hag, but I don't think we could have. I don't think it was possible. But Rexus seems like he's in a better mood. But other than that, yeah, I'm okay.
You broke me.
Why are you laughing at me?
Oh, God.
This is going in a clip.
All right, I gotta stop.
I just made a character, I can't.
Did that cover everything?
Oh,
Well,
my God.
I assumed.
I gotta stop. I can't stop laughing. All right.
Aren't you glad I wanted to roleplay with Greg tonight? Okay.
Are you
Well.
using a voice changer? No.
No, John, that's Greg's real voice.
That's my real voice.
I'm not even sure. All right. Whew, all right.
And go.
I'm back. I'm back.
Ooh, and scene. No.
I'm
Yes,
glad you gave me that heads up.
I assumed that one of your concerns might have been Kimber, which I did reach out to her earlier, actually. And she made it back to Rivenleaf, and she's all right. And everything's dandy there on that
I don't know
front.
if you told him that, did you, before?
I'm telling him right now.
Okay.
Well, I feel a whole lot better now. I'm glad that she's safe. I hope she still loves me, because I love her.
Well, I didn't ask her that, but I did
What?
relay to you. I did relay to her, though, that you are still madly, deeply in love with her. And she seemed receptive.
You had one job. One job.
Stone cold, but Katie can't handle this right now. And so, yes, also concerned about Rex's.
Oh God.
Trying not to turn his camera off. He can't handle it.
No, Rex is okay. I remember when we were riding back here to where we are right now. I was giving him a massage, and his neck didn't feel that tight. So, but he's a T-Rex now. Not anymore. He's not, but he used to be. And that's why I was giving him a massage, but he seemed okay.
Right. Well, that's all well and good then. So I do have a question though. When will you wake up? When we eventually return to Rivenleaf, are you staying?
What do you mean eventually? Like, are we going right now?
Oh, we're going to hit Bralizzar first. We're going to hit
my God.
Hasselharp first. Well, traveling takes time, Ron. But when we get there, are you staying?
I guess that depends on what we have left on the list. We have a big chest list of things to do. We got to do a lot of stuff.
We do have a quite extensive list, and it seems to be growing every Thursday.
What's a Thursday?
Here's what we should do. We should start taking Thursdays off.
No.
Let's stop growing.
If anything, we should do Wednesdays and Thursdays. But anyway.
What about if we shorten
I can only
the
say
list?
that, though, because I don't have a life. Regardless. I guess my concern is that you will want to stay with your precious Kimber McShimber while the three of us continue on with fixing Rexus's curse, doing the whole Feywild aberrations and star spawn, and then, well, I don't have anything really going on, but that's not the point. And that you won't be there.
Well,
because you'll stay behind.
No, I'd love to spend the rest of my life with her. I don't know if she wants to do it with me, but I think she does, but I'm not sure. I have to ask her. But I guess it depends. Depends on how much stuff, like, I have to, save the world. Helm is counting on me.
Right. So when we get to Rivenleaf and you reunite, you will then be okay to part.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see how long this list is. Maybe we'll take her with us. Maybe she'll come with us. Maybe we'll teach her how to fight. She could be like a rogue, like a mysterious rogue. That'd be great.
Something tells me in a past life you already dated a rogue and that didn't end well for you. Sorry. Dragonlance. It was a fourth wall break again.
I don't remember any dragons or any lances.
We did fight a black dragon, actually. Once before, but not the point. Alright, well, I only ask because you seem to keep everybody safe in this group, so if you didn't
that's my
continue...
job.
Well, right, and what I'm saying is that you did not continue to remain as part of this, for lack of a better word, team, it would be missed, because you are quite integral.
Integral?
Yeah, integral.
Is this a compliment?
No. It's merely an observation.
Kind of sounds complimentary. I mean, I don't get compliments very much, and believe me, this one standing out is kind of like a compliment.
It's merely an observation. I do recall you interjecting your shield at least twice on a hit that I felt probably would have killed me if it hit me.
Ron pulls out his diary and actually opens up to the new page. And
Dear
what are you diary, doing? Catalin paid me a compliment.
What? No.
Draws a little heart.
Strike that from the record. That did not happen. What?
I didn't know Ron had a diary. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nope, too late. It's in my diary. It happened.
That's not what happened, and I'm going to put it in my diary that it didn't happen.
I'm going to put in my diary that you put in your diary that it didn't happen, but it totally did happen because it's in my diary.
Dueling diaries.
Thanks for the
Playing
compliment.
fiddles.
Wink.
This voice is too much for me, especially with little wink. All right, yes. Well, I redesigned the common room to be a little bit more accommodating, so you can.
I
This
noticed.
bed is this bed is for you, or you can continue to snuggle up with Rexus up here, because I have someone in mind to also take the mini bed if it is empty. So, anything else that you wish to discuss with me?
I call Big Spoon.
Okay, that I don't want to know that.
I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna jump
Big
up.
Spoon?
The bed. Yeah. I
in the Ron and Rexus friendship of spooning, Ron is actually the big spoon, while Rexus is the little spoon.
I don't know how that
Sometimes.
works, but okay.
Let's
be honest. Helm is the biggest spoon.
Yes, it's Helm, Ron, Rexus.
And then Chonky?
Chunky's kind of like usually on my head, like in my hair.
So Chonky is spooning you on the crown of your head, and then you are spooning Rexus.
Yeah, so I
Around
actually
his-
lay down, and then Chunky gets in my hair, gets all nesty, and he cuddles up really tight, and then he goes to sleep. That's how he snores.
You're giving me so
Ron,
many
I think-
sound bites. I love it.
I think Chunky is just sitting on the table staring at you.
All right,
Not
yes,
knowing
but-
what to make of you.
Chonky's staring at me? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be staring at Ron.
Well, no, I mean, you're talking to him while he's sitting at the table, so.
Yeah.
I'll look at Chonky and be like, what, pipsqueak? Anyway.
Actually, Chunky pulls out his little diary and says, Catalan paid Ron a compliment. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's really tiny.
It's a really
not
tiny
a
diary.
compliment, it's merely an observation. There's a difference.
I wish we had more cookies.
Anyway,
Wink.
I can't create food in here. We have to make it out of what we get. Anyway, is there anything
place is
you
good.
wish? Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I go upstairs?
Can you say hi?
Skylar.
Thoughts,
Just my
feelings,
cookies.
concerns. I see a
Oh
big
my goodness.
tuft of crazy
He's
hair.
a little
Hi,
leper.
Skylar.
Yeah. Little hand, foot, and mouth leper.
Oh, geez.
Oh no! Is that what it is?
Hi, Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
Hi,
Hey,
Skylar!
buddy.
How you doing?
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
you
make a
got
compilation
Goofy.
of every time he shows up on the stream.
Skylar.
Hi,
Skylar.
Goofy.
Skylar.
You should talk to him in your Ron voice, Greg.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say. Then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Skylar. How are
He
you?
doesn't know what to make of it.
Hi, Skylar.
What is
Hey, look, I'm Captain Chicken. Hi, Skylar. How are you?
I can't tell if he looks confused or
I don't,
afraid.
yeah, I don't know.
Greg.
Hi, Skylar.
It's bedtime.
Dude,
kid.
his hair's
Oh my
fantastic.
god, it's crazy hair. Look at that
It's
thing.
getting, yeah.
It's a mop.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, Goofy.
Man. Those spots, man, they look bad.
They're everywhere.
Ugh.
Wait,
Like,
Harry, I heard your wife
arms,
is pregnant.
legs.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. We've been
Wait,
keeping it a
is that what
secret,
that is?
and
Yeah. Congrats. I didn't know. So.
yeah.
Oh my god, you have a tiny Smash shirt on.
Yeah. You guys
That's
gave me
right.
this for my
Oh,
birthday
that's
years ago
right.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
John,
saying, this-
John gave it, yeah.
Yeah.
John got
I had
that.
that made for you.
That was
Yeah.
that was what, like 4 years ago now?
Yeah, that was your
a
30th.
while.
We went to
That
the
was,
room.
a, that was a
escape room.
great adventure.
I know. I want to go to do the 80s escape room. Anyway, Catalan is basically asking Ron if he has any thoughts, feelings, concerns that he wishes to express to her.
I put them all in the suggestion box already.
There is no suggestion box.
Where'd I
Wait,
put
isn't that what that vase on the shelf there? Isn't that what that's for?
No, that's to hold the. Well, I don't know what those are. They're not quite flowers, but
It's a
thought-
spittoon.
I'm pretty sure that's the suggestion box. I've been using it as a suggestion box, so.
Yeah, and basically every time she disassembles her tower in the morning, it just gets shredded by the weave.
All right. Well, I've said what I had to say, and you can get back to your food and nap. So,
Okay, nighty night.
Big spoon.
All right. Anything
Catalan's
else,
gonna go
Catalan?
upstairs. Oh yeah, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
This is Katie
How
we're
far away
talking
from
about. She's got like
Bralizzar are we?
7 scenes planned for
She's
tonight.
got a list.
It's been a long week because we played
It's
last
been
Wednesday, so I had a
a
whole
week.
extra day to think about this. How many days are we away from
Oh.
Bralizzar?
Greg, that was so funny. Oh my god.
I know.
What's that?
Thank you for that.
Oh, the voice.
Yes.
Yeah,
I clipped
the
it
voice
That's what I
immediately.
do.
Pretty great. Anywho, how far away are we from Bralizzar?
He
You're
said,
like a day's travel. Yeah, you can get there by the evening if you leave first thing in the morning.
I'm going to cast Sending,
Okay.
and I'm going to send it to Bobby the Gobby Flay.
All right.
my last third level spell. I am tapped right now. And technically I spent my 4th level on Galder's Tower, so I've got no third
So
or
what
fourth
do you
level.
say?
All right. Gobby, it's Catalan. We're a day and a half from Bralizzar.
You can
If
cut out
you
his name.
want to meet us,
He already
I'm
knows his
hoping
name.
that you would. I have plans for you. I think that's 25 exactly, actually.
Yeah.
Tim.
And he replies back. He goes, "Staying at inn. Seen some drow here though. Doesn't seem right."
Oh shit. That's not good.
Where's Bobby at? Where do we leave him?
He already went back to Bralizzar. We dropped him off at Bralizzar with a camel we rented him, and he went to his goblin camp.
Yeah.
And I said, stay at the goblin camp, do what you got to do at the goblin camp, and we're about 2 days away from Bralizzar, because that's how long it takes for him to get there. I said, we'll let you know. We're a day and a half away, so whoops. But that's why I was letting him know we're getting close to Bralizzar, so I was thinking he would leave his goblin camp and go to Bralizzar, but it sounds like he's already in Bralizzar at the Oasis, but the Drow are back. So that's problematic, because they were doing the slave
I would say
cave shit.
they might be a little cranky.
Yeah, they were doing slave cave shit, but now also the Raj and his military what are they?
Dupari, yeah.
Dupari, haha, I was right. Are now on their side, not the bad guy's side. The Vizier, the Vagine, because he got his head chopped off at dinner. Anyway, my cider is gone already. That's so sad. That didn't take long at all. Didn't take long at all. All right, so, sending to Gobby / Bobby the Gobby Flay. Okay, small little scene, John, with you before I get to the big one. Telepathically, I want to check in with Inky. Because you made a couple comments, not last week though. Last week he touched my cheek, but a couple times I've been doing my Catalan thing, and then he looks at me with dismay. So I'm checking in with him, making sure that he's like, Inky darling, I know I've sent you
He can't really.
Well, telepathically,
speak back,
you can communicate with your familiar. So if you don't want him to actually talk, because I actually don't like that idea that he can talk, but he can convey. Maybe he can just convey to me his feelings or something like that.
Okay.
Like I get a sense of his feelings, but I will talk to him and just be like, darling, I know I've been sending you into danger, and I know you don't like it, but it's, you know, I would always go get another book and summon you from its pages. You have to know that.
You get the impression that he feels like you keep putting him in danger too much.
Well, yeah, that's why I just said to him, like, if something happens to him, I will always summon him back.
And then you get the impression that it always hurts.
What? Oh, not me bringing you back, but him getting snuffed out? Oh, darling.
And he looks at you with sad eyes.
Hurts.
Well, then I think you'll be happy to know that I've recently learned a spell that maybe I won't have to use you so often for scouting. How's that?
And he crawls up to your arm onto your shoulder. He looks at you and he wraps his inky little arms around your neck.
Yes, all right.
And flips with a bird.
Well, no, the first thing I thought was like he wraps his arms around your neck. He's like, and then he starts to tighten them.
And then he's like a computer snake. All right. Yes. That's enough of that.
I say you could always tell him if it makes him feel any better that the moment you get hit in combat, you almost go down too. So
yes, if it is any consolation, Inky, I don't exactly like all the danger I've been put in recently. So
And then
But
he
at
looks
least-
at you, and he kind of nods a little bit as if understanding.
At least,
And Catalan's
you can be-
like, I almost died to land sharks, and before that, I almost died to this, and almost died to that. It's like, you're not the only
Faint.
one almost dying, inking.
yeah. But Ron's peeing in the jar. But yes, I do have an alternate method that I could start to employ a little more. So
Inky finds
And
out
you
it was
get
like a
the- you
second
get the
level
feeling
spell slot.
that when he looks at you, that
Fourth level spell slot.
he's acceptable with that
okay.
arrangement.
You do know that you're my truest friend, correct?
And he nods when he looks at you.
All right, as long as he knows that.
That's how she treats her truest friend.
I was
What?
about to say, she's
I
like,
know.
you're my truest friend. You should see what I do to my enemies.
I will ask him if he would like to sleep in his ink pot tonight, which is just me unsummoning him, or if he wants to be out. If he wants to be with Chunky, go play with him. I don't care.
He jumps up and down and he wants to go play with Chunky.
All right, you go do that.
All right, he does. He
I'm
jumps
gonna
off his arm
teleport
and up into
upstairs.
the bed with you, Ron.
Yeah.
You're like, why is
And
my
then
hair
there's
wet?
There's a stuffed animal too. I'm gonna teleport upstairs to the study where I assume the Fey Elf is already.
Probably just in time for me to start fucking cursing.
Yeah. As soon as I walk in, that's when your shit starts bubbling over, and you're like, "Damn it, woman!"
Yeah, I think so. And then Catalan teleports up into the little portal over there.
Yep.
And you're kind of pissed off right now because you weren't able to get the potion the way you wanted it to.
Yeah.
What do you
I'll
say,
that,
Finian?
I'll say that the room probably smells like it's got a weird sweet smell, but then it starts becoming much more acrid, and that's when Finian starts to curse like, "Shit! God damn it!"
Well, that's unpleasant.
Yeah, but does this place have windows?
Yeah, there's probably one. It's just not in the picture, but there's probably one on
I'll
the
just
wall opposite the
Bust
fireplace.
that thing open.
Yeah.
Here, let me put up the
Yeah.
correct map.
I imagine it's maybe just like one big like bay window, but unfortunately, that's what we're looking in through to see.
Is it the study?
It's the study with the
With Dumbledore up on the wall.
portrait. It's not Dumbledore,
Pretty
but it is an old man with a beard. So
Dumbledore.
yeah, and the bubbles from your
Yeah.
potion crafting.
Yeah, although there's probably smoke. But yeah, at that point he'll probably turn off the burners and be like, "I'll just have to try again later." What's up?
Where is your Stargate? I thought you wanted me to try to figure it out.
I mean, have at it.
John,
Your
I would
guess
like
is as good as mine.
sit with the Stargate, take out any arcane notes I have about teleportation, and I don't roll something. I don't even know.
Yeah, give me an
However.
intelligence check.
Intelligence or Arcana.
Intelligence.
Damn it, John! You never let me get my proficiency bonus.
You're never good with Arcana checks anyway.
It's all Greek to you.
It would have been a 10 though if I.
But if you'd like to experiment, you can.
A whole 10.
No, I don't think I
Now,
want to
here's the thing.
experiment.
If we experiment, that means we gotta push that button.
I'm not pushing the button. So, John, am I at least getting the feeling, especially with a shitty roll, is this something that I could figure out on my own, or do I need to like find a library or like some sort of
These are
fire
rules that you
mage?
have never seen before. You don't know how they line up.
John's like, the only way is to experiment. I have a
No,
whole
I
table
don't-
of shit for you to fall into.
Especially with a 3, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't probably take long before Catalan starts cursing under her breath because she's like flipping through notes, looking at the symbols,
Yeah,
and like,
you guys both say fuck at the same time, I think.
yeah, fuck. Damn.
No luck, huh?
No, and I don't like to admit that, but this is a little over my head. Just a bit. I
Well.
probably have to find some sort of conjurer, maybe a master of conjuration. On Arcane Library. I only know of one, but it's very far from here.
I mean, conjure these runes do they seem more on the old side or like just otherworldly?
Otherworldly.
Oh.
Definitely made a long time ago, before your time.
I mean, we could seek out an arcane historian or something, maybe.
Yes.
But
Yes, but unfortunately, I'm not quite good with the area on where we might find somebody that specializes in that. I know plenty of people back in Moonshay that would probably love to get their hands on this, but...
And I'm sure we have an expert or two in the Summer Court, but I don't think we're wanting to head that way yet.
Not quite yet, because there's a lot going on here that we haven't even begun to touch on. Like, what's going on in Silvery Moon right now?
Yeah.
With this orc army.
Yeah. Would you trust your boyfriend back at the keep to take a look at this?
Who's that?
What's his face?
The werewolf.
No, the wizard, the
No,
court.
You said
the
he's my
mage.
boyfriend.
You have a lot of boyfriends. I've seen you get around.
Oh, please. If anyone gets around, it's you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't. I mean, yes, I know who you're talking about, but where he's concerned, I was actually going to say that... how do I say it?
You at the avoiding stage?
I don't trust him at all, actually. And I was going to ask you, and maybe you would have to convince the other two.
Mm-hmm.
I need to break into his tower.
Why?
Think about it. Exactly how did Queen Ordaf know that you were traveling with me? How did she know your name? How did she know we were going to the desert? That she sent the letter to the oasis?
Mm-hmm.
There's only two possibilities. One is that she's scrying on me, which is completely realistic, but at the same time, there's certain details that she wouldn't know about simply through scrying. Or somebody told her. And since we didn't even know we were going to come out to the desert until after we did the Caves of Chaos and freed everybody of Keep Kesselharp, did we make the decision that our journey was going to take us into the desert. And so that means someone at the Keep had to tell Queen Ordaf all about this team that the four of us are on, for lack of a better phrase. And I believe that person is Vesperius.
Vesperius, thank you. I was just going to say that.
You're welcome. I had
I remember
it.
it started with a V and I just couldn't remember his name.
I knew what it was. I was just playing dumb because Fenny and Pierce
Brosnan. That's her boyfriend.
Brosnan. Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan. Everyone said the
secrets.
werewolf was my boyfriend, so Catalin's like, what? How do I have two boyfriends?
Fenny would actually agree with you. He's definitely plugged in somewhere, considering my commander had him provide that Fey dust to me during the party. So he has some connection to the Feywild, if not the Eladrin as a whole.
Not only that, but I learned from him that he's not even originally from around here. He's from Waterdeep, which is on the coast. I don't expect you to know. I don't expect you to know
I
where
feel
that
like
is.
Waterdeep, as a
Not from around
large
here.
settlement, he would probably know
I
enough
think everybody
about.
would know about Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I didn't know
jewel
how long Fenian's been
on the Sword Coast,
on this
yeah.
plane, so
He hasn't been for long, but he probably
got a map.
knows about the material
Yeah,
plane.
and I wouldn't say this is your first time here either, Fenny. And there are Fey crossings that are all over
Yeah.
Faerun, so you probably...
a lot
Came
other
up for
places.
other missions or something, yeah.
Yeah, so that's part of your backstory of whatever he did.
Sorry, that sounded funny.
So,
Well, him being from Waterdeep is concerning because the further we get away from the coast, the more comfortable I feel that people don't know who Queen Ordaf is, what Eladrin are. He recognized me as a specific, quote, Eladrin, whereas most just confuse me with an elf because they're stupid and don't know their history, but whatever. And Queen Ordaf has a lot of pull with Waterdeep. There's a lot of trade, there's a lot of things that happen between her and them and Baldur's Gate and everything. So knowing that he's from there and he's a high-level wizard, all very concerning. And now that I know he's provided you with the Fey Dust, even more concerning, because that's only one more tie. Him being tied to the Feywild is just yet another indirect tie back to her, considering we're Eladrin.
I don't like what I'm about to see, but I completely agree with you, and I think finding more about Vesperius would be beneficial.
Well, and I thought breaking into his tower and finding some sort of connection, correspondence between him and Queen Ordolph, we could convince Blackthorn that he's a traitor to the keep.
Now here's the problem.
I
He
know.
certainly seems learned for a wizard. So
Yeah.
do we feel like we can even break into his tower?
Probably not, because I had Inky follow him at a safe distance and he knew the entire time. And I think it's because he probably has things like detect magic and protective wards up all the time. Probably even anti-magic fields, possibly. So I don't even think dimension dooring into his place is logical or possible.
Well, what if we use something other than magic? He, very similar to your puppy dog, seemed very interested in you. Why not take a more social approach?
He was interested in me, and not in a way that I care to talk about.
Well,
I almost vomited in my mouth. You may be willing to sleep with whoever you come around because you can barter favors with them later, but I have a little bit more standards than that.
You could use that to your advantage, though.
yeah.
Shut up, John.
I mean, it
I
depends.
mean, I
Do
was
you
in
want to
college,
make...
I experimented, but still, he's older, he's icky. Ugh.
Here's the thing.
He's got a
Oh.
great stash.
Do
He does.
you want to make an enemy or no?
I was just looking for a picture of him. Didn't we have
No.
one?
Yeah, he's Pierce Brosnan.
I'll sleep
Well-
with him.
I don't exactly want to be his enemy, but if he's in cahoots with Queen Ordolph, he already is my enemy, if that makes any kind of sense.
So then, why don't we take a more non-magical and more
Well, that's why I
scientific
was
approach?
going to ask you
What about
about
me?
getting... Well, you and Ron and Rexus, none of you are really magical, so if I was going to try to break into his tower, it would have to be with brute strength, or with Ron's ability to charm Kesselhop... sorry, not Kesselhop. Blackthorn's daughter and get us in there or something like that. I don't know.
Here's the problem. We're covered in
What?
magic items.
Well... Yeah.
You could
It is a
always, until reach into his
heavily-
bag.
Oh my god, that's not him, John. That's literally Pierce Brosnan.
That's
Oh my God.
literally
I know.
Pierce Brosnan. Fenian
Hold on, I
reaches
have
into his
to get-
bag and pulls out
There he is.
of the vial of black liquid and black.
Copy.
You could turn him into a kobold. Forever.
I forgot we still had that.
I've been eyeballing this in my inventory for weeks.
I was at least thinking of turning him into like a turtle or something for an hour, so that at least we could look for any evidence in his study. But I don't mind the kobold idea.
I mean,
But does he lose all of his knowledge and such? If I don't know how that potion works.
No.
no, I don't think so. I think
Oh,
it
you kept the
physically
picture.
turns him into a kobold, but doesn't. That is a problem. If he does maintain his magic, then he'd be a magical kobold.
And not only that, but he would probably, if my hunch is correct, he would be able to communicate everything back to Queen Ordolph.
Now, second suggestion.
Well,
He rattles around in his bag again and pulls out 2 vials. One of this kind of weirdly separated mixture of components, and then the other has the mist-like sample of Evermist from
Thunderbar.
And I believe mixing these 2 together creates a mist portal to use as a distraction.
I don't know about that. That could be dangerous.
And you think sneaking into a probably very powerful wizard's tower isn't?
No, I mean, it's very dangerous, but at least we're in somewhat control, and if we had to run, we could. Open up a portal, you don't know what might come out of that.
Yeah, you still have the castle in there. You're on his good side right now. He loves you guys.
Well, exactly. Blackthorn does, and that's why I was thinking Ron has Sarah wrapped around his finger.
Sarah has a little crush on halflings.
There's a lot of possibilities and ways to play it. Unfortunately, if I try to schmooze him and go up into his tower with him, it's not going to just end there.
Gotta go all the way, Catalan.
No. Absolutely not.
Just prepared counterspell and dimension door.
Well, yes, I'm going to have to be very careful with my spell selections for tomorrow. Well, we're not going to get there tomorrow. We're only going to get to Bralizzar in a day and a half, so...
Well, let's pitch it to the other two and see what they think.
Well, see, that's what I need you to do, because they're probably going to listen to you, not to me. So...
I think you should ask anyway.
No.
Then it doesn't happen.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
But you just said that you agreed with everything that I said, and that Vesperius is probably the informant.
Yeah, I do. But I see the face you're putting on. You want our help. You, to a certain degree, need our help.
So you should... I think it's need more than want.
So you should feel comfortable asking for it. If you just asked me, I absolutely agree with you that yes, we should do it.
Well, I didn't ask you. I told you what my thoughts and feelings were, and you agreed.
But I can't speak for the other two. I think you should state your case and see what they think. Having to go through me as a middleman, then that defeats the purpose.
But they like you, so they're more likely to agree. And see that I am correct, of course.
Maybe actually choosing to work with them instead of manipulating them through me, they might like you more. I hear that Ron in my head, like.
That's like.
Listen, we've been on the road together for probably weeks at this point, right?
It's been over a month at least, yes.
Yeah. Has there been anything short of buying a slave, and even we broke down and did that we have refused to do outright? If it's a good idea, even if it's not a good idea, we've done some dumb shit.
I was going to say, your chaos crew that you shout all the time, three of you do idiotic things all the time. I can't even talk.
So why would we not do something that actually makes sense?
Because we have so far a good relationship with Keep Castle Harp. It's a safe place that we can go. We have an apartment there. Accusing Vesperius of something, and him being able to either convince everyone else it's not true, or he destroys all evidence and so there is nothing to find, or this hunch is completely wrong, would upset all of those pros that I just listed prior to.
Yes.
We'd lose the apartment, we'd lose the Blackthorn's favor, we would lose Marge's chocolate coffee that reminds me of home, all the things.
You're also not giving me a reason why you shouldn't ask.
I said it comes better from you. That's what I articulated before.
If you ask, if you sack up and ask, I'll be in your corner to support you. Girth up. Girth those ears up.
Ew. Fine, all right. Also, Gobby Flay is coming, I think. Oh, and there's Drow in Bralizzar.
What?
Sorry.
All this fucking script shit, and you're like, there's Drow right before bed.
Drow. Sorry. Well, and I had a second point with you, but I might wait till later.
I feel like we're all getting ready for bed, and you'll be like, "Oh wait, there's Drow."
Oh wait, there's Drow.
By the way,
I don't know which Drow. I don't know if it's Nethray or Marquesa.
Uh-huh.
But either way,
Oh, that's
probably
right.
bad
We
when
didn't
we get
kill
there.
her. She
She
teleported.
teleported away. Yeah.
She
well, I
sure
hope she hasn't
did.
won her longbow back. She ain't getting it.
Just you stay out of sight as much as you can help it. They were very interested in you. I think I told you that when I was drunk the other night. Sorry.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like Drow looking for me. I don't like any of these people looking for me.
And I'm sure they can't be too thrilled with me either. I sort of threw a fireball at the leader, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much that's gotten back to the rest of them, so...
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
fireball
by
and
extent-
lightning bolts.
Not just you didn't
Well-
kill just a person, but a member of House Benray.
Hmm.
Oh, I know.
Kill her, she teleported.
Oh, I know.
That's true.
It was
Yeah.
House Bainray.
Cool.
I'm not thrilled knowing that.
So
So,
we'll.
but I'm not saying that to anybody else. That
We'll mold that one down.
yeah. My face is hot. I had to turn my air on.
In
Sorry.
Demarnant. All right.
Well, I could do this, and then all the major role playing is off the table. So, all right. One last thing, and then I'm tired. Here, and she's gonna reach into her component pouch and pull out the sending stone and just like hold it out. Take it back.
Why?
Because I've thought about it. I've done a lot of thinking in the last 24 hours, but if she calls
Mhm.
and you don't answer, worse if I answer, the jig is up. She knows that you collaborated or informed me of what was going on, and then she changes her plans, she changes her tactics.
You hold out your palm and you go to hand it to him. You feel it vibrate.
Motherfucker, she's calling right now! Answer it!
I look at it. No, it says spam. It's that time of the year. There's just
Talk to you
spam
about your
calls going
extended
everywhere.
car
It glows a
warranty.
little bit, like a yellowish glow.
Mm.
that's voicemail.
Fucking talk to her, because if I do, then everything is ruined. Just play along with her, alright? Do it.
You have a notification.
Jesus. I'll
That's right.
pick it up and
You got to put it like to your head to talk to her.
Is it like on
Like it's in
speakerphone
my
though that I
ear.
can hear, John, or
Like up
no?
to your forehead. What's that?
Is it like speakerphone? And I can hear it, or no? Only
You
he
can't
can
hear
hear
what
it.
she's saying, but you can
Okay,
hear what he's
okay,
saying.
okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Domino's Pizza. How may I help you?
And you hear the voice of Queen Ordolph, and she says, "Hello, Fenian.
Oh.
Has Catelyn found the first Arcanum yet?"
You phone who dis.
Has she found what she is looking for?
Of not speaking in the sending.
What?
This is my not smart brain trying to speak for a smart character. Because we know for a fact she knows what's going on. And
Yeah.
Catelyn has mentioned before that she is a bold-faced liar. I think she's just testing to see if we'll tell the truth. Because I think she
Are you
knows.
saying that out loud, or are you thinking that?
No, this is all my
Okay.
brain hole.
And he's like, hold, please.
Yeah, I don't like it. But I'm going to tell her just a simple yes.
Fantastic. That's good to know. She says, "I'm getting the troops ready to send to the Feywild soon. You will continue to keep me informed, correct?"
As per our agreement, yes.
The way she says it, it sounds like she's sending troops to attack the Feywild.
Dad, yep, yeah, you're in my brain.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Has she talked about anything else to you?
Apparently she likes biscuits.
Says she is weak-willed. Try to gain her favor.
Understood.
Get some biscuits.
Let me know if you find another Arcanum. I know she's been sent on sort of a quest. It is very important. And also will secure the safety of your realm as well.
Understood.
And then it just clicks off.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll find the closest bakery.
And you only hear understood, yes.
Yeah, you literally heard one word answers the entire time, and the bit about the biscuits. You're probably hungry now.
Well, good thing we're picking up Bobby in 2 days. Day and a half.
She knows you have the Arcanum.
Did she ask
She
you?
knows you found whatever you were looking for on that Sky Island, because I don't know it's an Arcanum.
Did she know, or did she ask you, and that's what your yes was?
Both. You and I both know enough about your queen that she probably already knew.
Well, because had she asked, I would have told you that it's probably wise to tell her that, yes, I did find it.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping her completely in the dark and constantly lying, she'll pick up on that, and then no more calls.
Mm-hmm. So, I think we tread lightly, and this increases our probable need to go speak with Vesperius. But I need a bowl of water.
You need a what?
I need a bowl of water.
Dust.
There's literally a kitchen and a bathhouse downstairs.
Cool. I pop downstairs. I come back up with a bowl of water. And I pull out a vial of Fey dust.
Okay. You sprinkle it over the top of it.
Yep.
Immediately.
Put a towel over your head.
Rizzo, she's in.
What is
She
that you're
looks-
doing?
You can see a big scar, a new scar across her temple.
Commander, what the fuck?
And
Should
she
I not
goes,
be here? Like,
Christinian,
Mm-hmm.
report. And she looks tired and worn out.
Commander Queen Ordolph has claimed that she is sending troops to the Feywild.
We have
for
sent a number of
assistance.
messages to her. She has not replied.
This is as of 5 minutes ago. I've
We need
received
to
this
send
word.
emissaries to the Moonshay Isles. We need to secure those troops, Fenian.
Commander, you and I both know that I
incursions
don't
are
think
getting-
those troops are going to be helpful.
She sighs. She goes, I don't know how long we can hold them back, Fenian. It's getting stronger and more frequent all of the time. And you can see she slams her fist on the desk. And she sighs, and she says, the Fae don't know what to do at this point.
I am making my way out of the Anauroch as quickly as I can.
They're making inroads into the forest.
They can move to the Silver Marches, and then they'll have to go and deal with the Oblivion. Pick your poison.
Yeah, because the closest gate would be by Silvery Moon, yeah.
She says, well, Fenian, take care of yourself. I don't know how long we can hold them back for. Many, many Fae have died already.
Fenian would ask, what's the state of Silverbell?
It is surviving. We recently had a battle there. She goes, the attacks are becoming more frequent now. Many of them. We don't know how they're getting there. Whoever is leading these forces is very powerful. He himself has not shown up, but we don't expect it to be long. Once they take Silverbell and some of the inner groves, it may be over.
Okay. Understood. I will move as quickly as I can.
Yes, thank you, Fenian.
Well, then,
Okay, love you. Bye.
Moochie boochies.
we need to figure out how this button works. Soon.
Yes. Yes, I'm getting that feeling.
I.e., John really wants us to push the button.
Problem is Catalan's lawful, so pushing a button and not knowing what the outcome's going to be is going to be hard.
It's taking everything in Finian's power to not push that button, but he also understands that if it goes to the wrong place, he's more fucked than when he started.
Exactly.
So, all right. I think it's time for bed.
All right. So, you are taking the stone bark, yes?
I'll take it back.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have anything.
All right.
Okay.
So, anything else before we have a long rest?
I don't think so.
That was all my notes.
All right. So, you guys take a long rest. Fenian, you have a dream of when you were training with Orzario. She's much older than you.
Or Zora.
Orizora.
Or Arizora.
Arizora.
Sorry.
Arizora.
I knew that.
You have a dream of when you were training with her. She's much older than you, and she keeps knocking you down over and over again. You know, smacking
Take the shit out of me a lot, yes.
Smacking the sword out of your hand. In Catalan, you have this dream of the Lachey that kind of comes into your mind a little bit.
Is that then when I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like,
And that's when you wake up in the middle of the night. You see the face of the ghost that you saw from.
does it then solidify into the picture I sent you? Because that's creepy as fuck.
Oh, you sent me a picture? I didn't even.
Yeah, remember you called them yeah, you said words. Hold on. Remember I said, hey, this is what I imagine they look like based on the description off of
Yes.
the... Yeah.
She said, hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Get your game on. Go play.
And you're sitting there, and she touches your forehead, and you can hear a little like bell tang, and a little light comes from your forehead. Ron, you have a dream of Helm, and he's like on this gigantic throne. He's 20 foot tall, looking down on your tiny little form. He looks down at you
how's it going?
and smiles. And Rexus, you have a dream where you're just so angry and your rage is just overtaking you, like, and you can't control it anymore. And then you guys all wake up and you are level 9.
Oh, sweet
What?
shit. Okay.
Yep.
No, you did not just do that to me, John.
I got to adjust my pitch even higher now.
Oh my god, John, level 9, I pick level 5 spells.
Yep.
Well, John, here's your potty break.
Was that also because we had great roleplay and narrative too?
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah, I just liked that part.
I think a lot of it was my voice.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, Greg.
That was
Oh
awesome.
my god, I couldn't even try to keep my Catalan straight face.
Oh, so funny.
All right, so hold on. Now that I've gotten no problem. Now that I've gotten access to a new spell level, was a kid.
So you guys wake up
Okay.
the next morning, and everyone has leveled up now. You all feel a little stronger, a little more confident.
Can I note that in the middle of the night, if Fenian's trancing in the study at the desk and Catalin's at her desk, that, yeah, in the middle of the night, she would have screamed out, like, motherfucker!
Yeah, you probably hear that up above
Yeah.
you, Penny.
Jesus,
Oh, he
H.
definitely hears
Christ.
it, because trancing is you're somewhat, you're kind of conscious still.
The
so.
fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing, get
Yeah.
back to bed. Or go back to
shit.
chair.
All right, so I know in the morning I start sucking down drugs.
All right.
I already rolled my locus rolls above the
my
bastion
celerity
picture.
potion.
I wrote them down.
Did you roll? Oh, I see them.
Yeah, I rolled them above they're right above that
And
picture of
John-
that house.
Since I can do 2, and I actually read this time. I'm
Drink
gonna
the right one, Gary.
I'm drinking my celery potion, and then I'm also drinking a formula called Sagacity, which does what my celerity does, but for my intelligence.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It gives me disadvantage on charisma saves, but I haven't really had to do that much. Hopefully, John
Adeline just
John
took
takes a
banishment
note.
spell.
takes a note. Must banish Fenian. Cool. And then John, I want to.
He
take
literally
this-
clicked on something. I could tell based on the light on his face. He's pulling up someone's character sheet right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I am going to take the Stargate out of my pocket.
Okay, you do. It's this circular object.
And
I'm
I'm going to use
hovering
my new
over his
feature on it.
shoulder.
Grim Psychometry.
All right, roll intelligence with advantage.
I say roll initiative.
And this is history at advantage. I want to see, can I glean anything from this device's past?
Oh,
22.
22. Pretty good.
Mm.
So looking at it, you're pretty sure the colors mean something. If you were to line up certain colors, it might bring you to other planes that would correspond to those colors. You also can glean from this that pressing the button, you're pretty sure will not just instantly transport you there. It will actually open up a gate that you will then have the option to go through or not. And you're also pretty sure that what it's set on right now probably will take you to the Star Realm.
Star Realm. Okay.
That sounds fun.
I don't love that. But, cool.
What's going on over there? She's hovering over your shoulder.
Yeah, I feel like he would just hold this in his hand, and then you just see like his eyes roll back into the back of his head as he's like taking in the
Alright.
fucking past of this thing.
All right, something's going on here. What
Okay.
you doing?
So these colors represent different planes of existence. Line them up, and it sends you to a specific plane of existence. Apparently, what it's currently set to.
Can we
with
pull
this-
up the runes, John, just so I can see the colors?
Yeah, here you go.
I'm sorry.
You
Although
can
I
access
love
it
my
any
study.
time. So these
Oh,
here
so
in the
the
center.
orangey yellow. Well, no, because this one's like yellow. So the
Yeah, so it's like
gold.
orange and red down here. It looks like it's set to go to the Star Realm.
Huh.
But it doesn't look like it's going to pass. It's going to make us poof instantly. It just creates a gate.
Well, you're from the Feywild. If you wanted to get there, what would you line up? Green?
I guess would be greens.
But is this also capable of taking you to the elemental planes? Because green could also mean
It's
the
possible.
earth plane.
John,
Blue
would
could
I
be
be
the
able to glean
water.
if I can close a gate after opening it?
Yes. I think with a 22, you can, if you repress the button, it will close it.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do.
But then you don't know how to get back.
Yeah, because I don't know what runes align to the material plane. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to act on
colors,
this quite
or
yet.
is it a specific combination? Because, for example, let's say this one was in the top, and then I would argue that this one or this one are both green. But does picking the one over the other change?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you go?
I feel like we're going to have to do some tests on this. I don't love it, but I feel
much
like
prefer research and nose in a book to try to figure that out.
I don't think we're necessarily going to find any books on this. But I will take this information, logging it in Monogonit,
Okay.
and I'm going to enjoy my extra intelligence for today.
Yeah, and you can rub that in Catalan's face as well.
Yes, my big brain
So you
serum.
add your charisma score by 3. What does that put you at?
No, add my intelligence by 3.
Yeah, sorry. Where are you at?
17.
Still less than me. So.
It
I'm smarter than you.
just means I can beat you at
drinking a
Arcana
potion.
rolls even more.
Shut up. You beat me at those anyway, because when I have to roll them, I roll like shit, so... The universe is like, oh, you want to make a character that knows stuff? No. You're dumb as fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of different planes. There's like Limbo, Elysium, Hades.
There's
you
a
could go to,
Oh, we're doing all that too? Fuck. Okay, cool.
Pandemonium.
The Great Wheel.
The fucking City
Well,
of Doors?
are we going by the old
Jesus.
wheel or the new wheel?
I'm
that?
only familiar with the one from 3/35.
Well, yeah, 3.5, some of them got condensed. So, like, for example, Limbo and the Abyss are now basically just known as the Chaos Realm. Basically, in 5e, the plane of fire, water, earth, and air kind of collided, and the center where the 4 of those planes like overlap is now basically that replaced Limbo and the Abyss. I only know this because
Lord,
Catalan's deck of cards was important to the Chaos Realm. To the Shadow Realm, sorry.
All right, guys. So you guys have some breakfast. Rexus goes downstairs. He eats his rations that he needs. He's just shoving food in his mouth. Ron, you wake up. What do you guys? As you guys walk out, it's morning, but the sun is already super hot. Catalan, you hate this place as you look up at the glaring sun. Never rains here.
Doesn't snow.
What do
either.
you guys do?
Well, who wants good news or bad news as we make our day and a half trek to Bralizzar?
If you turn Rexus into a T-Rex, you can make it there by evening.
I can't do the 4th level spell.
I
I mean, I
really like
could,
good
but...
news.
Alright, well, the good news is we are one step closer to getting to Rivenleaf. Eventually. The bad news is we have to stop at Bralizzar first, which normally wouldn't be bad news, except Bobby the Gobby Flay informed me that the Drow are back. Yay! So we need to tread carefully once we get there.
Do we really care that they're back?
Considering the Drow are running the slave pits that we dismantled, I feel like you would. They might be seeking their revenge that their establishment was sort of blown up and everything.
All right. So do you guys head out?
I mean, we do, but I'm just saying that we need to be careful.
Okay. So you guys head off into the desert. You can see the sand dunes that you got to walk over and things like that. But Rexus knows where he's going. You get about halfway to Bralizzar when you notice this, Rexus. Off in the distance, you can see what looks like an oasis. A small oasis with a bunch of tents around it, like a small village has been set up around it.
Now, do I know, is there an actual oasis there, or is this a mirage?
No, this is something that you're not familiar with. And you're pretty familiar with this part of the desert.
I have an idea what it is.
Well, are you going to share?
It's the people, maybe, from the pyramid. Because the priest guy was gonna take them and set up their own thing. Remember? And he said, when it's time to find me, you'll just find me. The guy whose heart we put back in his chest.
Yeah, after it got dropped on the floor. But is there an actual oasis in that direction, or no?
He said he can make one.
That's what it appears to be as an oasis. It's very small, though. Probably only maybe 50 feet across. And there are little tents set up around it, but you don't see any movement there.
We tried to point him in the direction of if you need a place to go to Bralizzar, and he was like, "I'm good. I can make my own home anywhere I want to." So,
I can make it anywhere. I can make it on the outskirts of this town you just told me about.
Yeah. So, that's just my thought. It could be totally random that John has on a random encounter chart. So,
well, I mean, one
either way, if we're gonna get closer to it. Oh, wait.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, John.
Well, I would say I'm suspicious because there's not should be anything over there. But if Catalin mentions about all the stuff that the priest said, then it's like, oh, okay.
Well, it could be. I'm not saying it is. So take that with a grain of salt.
Well, do we want to walk up to it? Can Finian send his spectral eagle to go scout it?
No. We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Eagle. I don't know how inconspicuous it'll be, but I can certainly do that.
It won't be very inconspicuous at all, but you can do that. All right, so you hold out your bow, and instead of shooting on an arrow, the eagle just appears, the spectral eagle,
cool.
And starts flying over. You can see Fenian's eyes kind of glaze over a little bit. As it gets closer to this, you can see that there are lizard folk that are strewn about on the ground that look like they're dying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a burnt-out fire in the center, and the oasis itself looks like it's dying. There is a small puddle where the water is. It used to be probably much larger. You can tell because it's sort of like a big mud pit now, except for a little bit of water in the center of it. Uh-huh. And there's a whole bunch of lizard folk that appear to be either unconscious or dead.
Nothing moving, no force in here, just the aftermath?
No, that's what it appears to be. Nobody looks like they've been in battle. They just look thin and...
they're hungry. Like it's a famine almost.
That's what it looks like. Like the oasis is dying and everything around it.
Well, yeah, but there's not supposed to be an oasis there.
Interesting.
Well, so what do we do, if anything? I don't mind. Just keep on walking, because it's not my problem, but I don't know.
I mean, we've got a lot of problems.
I would say if they're desert-dwelling lizard folk, though,
I would
Rexus would definitely want to check it out.
Yeah.
Do you head over there?
Good.
I mean, I'm suspicious as hell, because there's no oasis over there. So not only an oasis appeared, the oasis died, and for some reason there's dead or dying lizard folk around it. So none of this makes sense.
Weren't the lizard folk also employed by the Drow? Didn't she say that some of the lizard folk were getting them slaves and stuff?
That still doesn't explain why there's an oasis where there wasn't one before.
Well, because I could see why they were camping, because they had to leave and make it on their own because the base was destroyed. Anyway. Whatever.
Doesn't explain the biome.
Do you head over there, or do you skip it?
I look to Rexus.
I was about to say Rexus would want to figure out what's going on. But like I said, he's going to be incredibly cautious because there was no oasis there before. Let alone one that's suddenly drying up.
I keep thinking that's like somebody's Siri going off.
Greg, that's like the best thing ever, though.
What does Ron think?
He said investigate.
Yeah.
Rexus says investigate. We gotta go investigate. Let's go, guys.
All right, I love it. All right, so you guys get a little closer. The tents get a little bigger. You can see the palm trees; they're kind of dried out, you can see beyond. There's a few bushes. A lot of them are dying. As you get a little closer, Rexus, you can see there are a number of lizard folk that are lying on the ground. They look like they're dead. There are tents to your left and to your right. As you kind of come into this, nobody seems to be moving. There is one tent bigger than the other, which you would know as the elder usually lives at. Looking around, nobody appears to be moving. What would you like to do?
All right, and we're close enough now. We'll also take his Fenian Flu's bird overhead. That's definitely is not a mirage.
It appears to be real.
I am going to ask our resident wizard if she can tell if this is some kind of illusion, because there's not supposed to be an oasis here. Use her magic.
John, what would be seeing through an illusion?
There's a man laying, or there's a lizard folk laying on the ground. He grabs you by the ankle, Alexis, and he looks up at you and he goes, "Help me."
Nope, not an illusion if it's touching you, most likely.
I immediately administer medical stuff.
Of course, I roll a nat 20 to see. Is this an illusion, John?
It does not appear to be.
All right, yeah, it's not an illusion. I'm pretty damn confident, especially because he's touching you.
Clear.
What a waste of a nat fucking 20.
Well, I'll ask the dying lizard folk what happened here.
This is poison. And his head kind of falls on the ground.
Poison, you say?
Need water. The water is dying. And he points toward the big tent.
I give him 3 hit points. I'm going to do a lay on hands.
It does not seem to have any effect on him.
I'll give him some water for my water skin.
He immediately starts lapping it up. Need food.
If I do, I think I have divine sense.
Yeah.
Well, I am currently rolling in rations, so we'll give him.
I cast divine sense.
And what does that do? That's for like undead, things like that, right?
Hold on, it's a feature.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Yeah,
advantage
you
on...
Look for evil.
Yeah, so Ron gets down on one knee, says a prayer, holds on to your helm, amulet, whatever you have. And you're not sensing any evil here.
You
I got my gauntlet up.
Holding your gauntlet up.
New phone, who this?
You're not sensing anything evil here.
I give him one of my rations.
And he immediately starts eating it. And he starts to get a little strength back. Thank you. Thank you.
Snarf.
Catalin's gonna sit on the ground and begin casting.
And you see there are others that are lying on the ground about you. There are tents that are open, and you can see there are other lizard folk in there as well. All of them seem to be mostly dying of starvation.
The guy that I fed who got a little bit stronger, I want to ask him, it's like, where did you come from? There was no oasis here.
We've always been here. He goes, the oasis had dried up. Our hunters cannot hunt. We have no water, no food. We are dying.
Catalin's still casting on the ground. I need 10 minutes.
Where did you come
I
from?
was about to say, I
go?
wonder if we're like...
Nedzo.
Chonky does like a little dance.
I wonder if we're caught in some like...
the big tent. He goes, check on the elder. Make sure she is still alive.
Well, she also might know some more too. I almost wonder if we're caught in some kind of like time bubble. Like this might have happened at this spot like untold years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I run to check on the elder.
And it's just, it's like replaying or something.
Don, with my nat 20 intelligence check to discern this was not an illusion, is it also not what she just said?
Not time mumbo jumbo.
It's not like a fake time.
Alan would know
lapse.
time.
I don't think you would know. Yeah.
She would know.
I rolled a nat 20 on my intelligence check, John.
He said it was whether or not it's an illusion, so.
I know, but I was hoping to
think
get 2 for the price of 1.
Catalin would know time fuckery, if anyone would.
Yeah.
One would think that, but not today.
I think it. I say we overrule John.
I go with Ron to investigate the elder. While
Alright,
Catalin's
Rexus, you go
chanting.
well?
Take my hand.
Yeah, let's go to the
Come on, Fenny, we can do it.
Pull back the tent flap, and you can see there is a kind of a wooden almost throne. And this is very similar to things you've seen before in other lizard folk villages, probably from when you were a kid, Rexus. And there, sitting on the throne, is an elderly woman. She has a staff that's sort of laying up against the side of the chair, and she's hunched over. She looks very thin and pale. And when you walk in, she looks up to you, and she's a tall, thin lizard folk. And she goes, "Help us."
I will.
Yeah.
I'll do the same thing I did with the guy that we met out there. I'll take a
Dirty 20 medicine check, John.
And she takes and she starts eating some of the rations. And she says, "We will need more." And she looks down and she looks up at you and holds out her hands. That's 2 days of rations gone.
Yep, I took 2 off.
Oh,
One for the guy outside and one for her. I mean, if she's weak, like I can take him around to the other people. The bigger question though is, do we have enough water?
I'm gonna donate some
I
rations.
say again, Catalin is
Same.
outside casting a spell and just needs 10
She
minutes.
looks and she goes, "How much food do you have? We will need to leave this place."
I'll donate 4 days of rations.
I gave 2.
I think Rexus should be the one that donates the most, considering when he gives food away, that seems to help with the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But what do I know? I'm outside casting.
I think- I have create food and water, but I can't. I didn't prepare it.
Well, let's see. I got 13 between the Sphinx and the octopus.
I rather like the octopus, though. Don't give all that away.
That was actually kind of good.
And 28.
Kind of stuck to
In my
esophagus
pack.
on the way down, so I need to chew it
So-
more thoroughly.
28 plus. What was it? Well, if I don't get rid of the octopus, it'd be 20 plus 6. So that'd be 34.
All your food, though.
With the octopus, well, that would be all of my food. With the octopus, that would be 41? Yeah, 41.
Do you give them everything?
Well, how close are we to Bralizzar?
Bralizzar, you're about a half a day's travel, but you being without food is a big deal for Rexus.
Yeah. That's kind of
Rexus,
why
we
I
can
hold on.
supplement you.
Yeah, I got.
John, just let me know when it's been 10 minutes of cattle and casting.
It's been at least 10 minutes. Yeah, you're not detecting any magic.
Oh, I'm not detecting magic, John. Funny you should ask, but
what do
that's
you
not
think?
what I was casting.
Which one
I was
were you
casting another spell that takes 10 minutes.
I don't know which one it was.
Because right there, I didn't say, right there in the middle of the desert is a little house.
Oh, you created a tower. Nice.
And when you open the house, there's a kitchen with
Yeah.
running water. And there's
Yeah.
a basement with a bathroom with a pool of water.
So you guys go around and start giving rations to all of the people, and they start to slowly recover. Some of them are going in and out of your house and things like that. Some of them
got
are
water
starting
for
to
24
walk
hours.
again. The question is, how many rations do you give them, Rexus?
I donated 17.
I don't really have many to give away. I've only got 6 days.
He said, "We need as much as you can give us.
Nope,
Please.
fresh out. Sorry.
Please."
We're gonna be at Bralizzar when?
In like
Today.
less than a day.
Yeah, another half a day's travel.
Are we gonna get there at night, or are we gonna get there in the middle
But
of
if you
the
get an
next
encounter
morning?
and you rage and you don't have any food, it might go badly.
Well, if
But
I
the more
hold
food
on,
you give away, the less hungry you feel. So
yeah. I
Catch
mean,
22.
if I hold on to 6 rations, that's basically 3 days for Rexus.
You can see the elder. She looks at you and she goes, "We need all of it. Please, Bralizzar is not that far. We need to get out of here. We need everyone's
they're headed to
rations."
Bralizzar too.
No, we must head back to the mountains. Find another oasis. Please give us everything you have. All of you. And she looks around at all of you.
What? How am I getting roped into this? I just created a tower for unlimited water for 24 hours.
I saved 2 rations. I gave 17.
I'll save 1 and give a total of 9.
I don't want to give any of mine over, thank you.
Rexus, give me an intelligence check.
Ron is going to eyeball you. Kat.
Yeah, I mean, just the way John is setting all this up, it feels like a test. Like,
What the hell, Catalan? These people are starving.
Whatever.
This is why people don't like you.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh no, bad timing.
I'll pretend I'm Rexus.
Can you roar into the microphone?
Roar! I'm a big dinosaur. Roar!
But if you turn around into a dinosaur, he's just a tiny dinosaur.
He's a velociraptor.
Just a tiny dinosaur. I'll eat your face.
Yeah, it's relative to their actual size.
I actually have a velociraptor run. Hold on. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Velociraptor?
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That is the American
Triscuits are
Gladiator.
delicious. Not sponsored.
Here we go. This was Velociraptor Run.
All right, can you hear us now?
I feel like he should have like some like shuka hair on his head. Like
Maybe.
still with Ron's hair.
But you're a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. Rawr.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Hey.
That's weird. It seemed like it didn't have any like. I mean, unless maybe when I like didn't have my headset on, maybe it did some of those little boop boop boop, to let you know it was low.
Yeah.
But I just heard this doo 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 boop boop boop, and then it's like, oh, it's getting low. I better, and then it just.
So you can see the elder. She looks towards all 4 of you, and she looks towards you, Brexus. Give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh, we lost Katie.
Yeah, so
She'll be back.
All right.
you guys hear me?
Or not.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't
She's a
see you.
Food hoarder.
As Rebecca came back, I blue screened.
Oh.
What?
She says to you.
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
blue
really?
screen and all kinds of things, and it said we ran into a problem. So I don't know.
You're still talking. Are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone. I think it's rebooting. I don't know what's going on.
You can blame Greg. He built that for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got my fingerprints all over it. I'll hear about it forever. Every time it does some like little quirky thing.
Welcome to IT.
Yep.
I think it's just rebooting. Anyway, continue. I'm listening.
So anyhow, she says to you, she goes, "I will need everyone's rations, please. We need it, please. Help
I was
us."
going to say
Rexus."
this. I mean, I can guess this as a player. I don't know if Rexus would know this, especially with rolling a 4, that this is probably the trial of sacrifice.
Maybe.
In which that case, it's like I would just want to have faith and do it. But like you said, at the same time, it's like Rexus has been living like this for over a year.
It's up to you.
He said, what, it's half a day?
But half a day's travel. I still have to roll for an account.
Now, I know
Greg.
I know this.
Sorry, AMD bug report tool. AMD
Ignore it.
software detected a black screen or crash that occurred on your system.
Yeah, just ignore it. That's what I do on everything.
Okay, close.
But it booted up into Windows.
Yeah, but it's not letting me into the stream or it's not letting me back into the game. It still thinks I'm there. I can't pick Catalan to sign in.
Hey, let me see if I can boot you.
Thank you.
I'll be Catalan. Hoity hoity doity doo.
I just kicked you.
Look at me, I'm so smart. I'm a big-eared wizard girl.
I can hear you. My headset's back to working.
Lordy dordy doo.
That was so weird.
What do you say to this poor, like, emaciated old elder?
Well, I mean, she just blatantly asked for all of our stuff. I was going to hold on to like a day's worth.
Eat it real quick. Wait, hold on.
I don't know. I still can't sign in. I mean, if I will give, I don't want to give any of it away.
Shocker.
Do it.
Well, one of the things is I know this area and I'm an Outlander. So we have water from the house. So we can give them plenty of water. We can fill up our own water skins and then
we can replenish ourselves.
And then theoretically, I know how to find game in the desert because I've lived here my entire life.
I still can't sign in, John.
If worse comes to worse, I can, if we have an encounter, I can eat the people after we defeat them.
What? He goes, we have the Scar tribe. Nomads travel the desert. She goes, we've been here for a while, living off this oasis, but it dried up, and the hunters, we could not find food. He goes, please, Rexus, and your friends, give us your rations so we can go and travel to a new location. And then you can leave us be.
Leave them be, yeah, leave them be.
Like I said, as a player, I just want to do it. I just don't know.
Rexus, I think we'll make it.
Ron's gonna put his hand on your shoulder.
If everybody wants to give me an intelligence check, you can go ahead and do that.
My intelligence check is a whopping 4.
John saying, you're all stupid.
I was about to say, as a player, I'm assuming this is probably the trial of sacrifice.
Nat 20, John.
Yeah, everybody knows except for Rexus. This appears to be a test to you.
Do
it.
You know, basically, we're close enough to town. Just have faith, and ultimately,
did
if
you tell them?
worse,
Yeah, I guess the old lady told you that you're going to have to go through these trials, and
we were in her tent.
But Ron and Fenian, I think you guys definitely recognize this as something Rexus has to do.
Rexus, Helm says it'll be okay.
Ron, do you give up all your rations as well?
So does my god, Walter White.
I pulled the 2 rations out of my pocket.
All right, so Ron gives all of his rations, puts it at her feet.
I do.
Fenian, do you as well?
Yeah.
All right, Fenian, you give up all your rations, put them at her feet. Rexus?
Actually, I take a bite out of like one before I give the last one over.
Yeah. You also have a ton of bananas.
Oh. Do I have to give those up?
Yeah.
Those count as rations?
Yep.
I start handing up. I'm like fucking Oprah with bananas. I'm like, you get a banana.
You get a banana. You get a banana.
I'm like
Everybody
throwing them at people.
There's a banana under her chair.
Yeah. If they have a hammock, I'm just going to fill it with bananas.
Katie, did you make it back yet?
No, now it's saying I have no internet and stuff. I don't know what's going on. But if everyone has to give over their food and whatnot, Catalan will begrudgingly start pulling out dried whatever.
She doesn't look happy, but she does.
Dear
Rexus, what about
Darren.
you? You have you're looking in your bag, this backpack that was so full of food, and there's only just a few left, a few days. Do you hand them over?
Well, it wasn't a few days. Between everything, I had 43 rations worth of food.
Wow.
Well, I mean, assuming you gave her like most of it already, but she's asking for all of it.
Yeah, no, yeah, as it's going down and down and down, I want to hold on to like 3 days worth, and then I go down to like 1 day's worth. Well, one Rexus's day's worth.
You hand over the rest?
Yeah, he's gonna hand over the rest. He's and it's been a while since he's had to eat anybody, but he's telling himself in the back of his head, like, if we run into enemies and something goes wrong, I can eat them. If we don't run into enemies, then we'll be back in Bralizzar, and we got all that sweet mirror boat money. We can buy food then.
Yeah, and you can always eat somebody there if you need to. So.
Quick question.
Or Ron.
Fenian and Catalan are definitely bigger than Ron, right?
Yes.
All right, good. Phew.
Yeah, you're just the appetizer.
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun the other guy.
Appetizers always come
It's not going to be Fenian that you outrun.
Oh, no, I'm tripping Catalan. I'm running. Protector my ass. I'm out of here.
You suck.
So you hand over all the rations, Rexus, and
Yep.
suddenly you feel not as hungry as you have in the past. It feels kind of good, in a way.
Well, nice too. My backpack's a lot lighter.
And she finally gets up, she holds her staff, and she sort of stumbles over towards you, and she hugs you. And you're much taller than she is. But she hugs you.
Her face is
she
just
looks
like
up at you,
your abs.
and she says, "Thank you, Rexus. Thank you."
I immediately get jealous.
I was about to say
Hey, you. Get your
I
damn
know
hands off her.
Rex has failed his intelligence check before, but he never told her his name. I
name,
think that's gonna give him a bit of a like, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
John, I still can't get into the stream. Everything's great. Everyone's name is grayed out.
I think, John, I'll put us on Be Right Back, but I think if you boot everyone, go back to setup, and then just reopen again.
Yeah, I'm gonna return to setup. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Sorry.
It says, "Well done. You have now passed the first trial of sacrifice."
Do you know what I've sacrificed?
Do you head out?
Oh shit! I dropped that.
Is there anything else you want to do here?
We can fill up our canteens with water.
I mean, going into the oasis a little bit, there's some bushes there that are all like dying and things, and you can see there was what looked to be a pool of water, but there's just a little tiny puddle at the bottom of it now.
Okay, so it wasn't poison. It's just it was drying up and the water went bad.
Mhm.
This girl is poison.
That's what it appears to be.
Oh, okay. I was saying, because if the water is actually like poisoned, it's like, can't the paladin do something?
Nope.
You know, like purified.
Great. So I cast a spell for a test. Lovely.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You guys head to
don't help
Bralizzar.
anybody. When are we going to get there?
By the evening.
Like dinner time?
Fucking Catalan's in the back of the group. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
No, that's not what it is. My character knows how to calculate time. Thank you very much. But anyway.
She has time.
I just want to know. Yeah, I am the time. I just want to know because, as I told all of you, there's Drow. So when we get there, we might want to be inconspicuous. Just saying. Or we go straight to the Raj's palace, and I'll just have to send for Gobby, who's in the Oasis Tavern.
All right. So you head off to Bralizzar. Do you do anything else here? Do you talk to anybody? Everyone seems to be getting up. They seem to be feeling healthier. They're all coming from this big pile of rations. They're all eating from this big pile of rations that you've put into the main tent there.
The
People are patting you on the shoulder, Rexus.
I was about to say that we can fill up their water.
Catalan's like, what the fuck? What about me?
I'm in the literal never-ending pool of water, but yeah, good job, Rexus.
Good job, Rexus.
Ron's gonna jump on Rexus's back.
Good job, Rexus. I'm really proud of you.
All right. Do you head to Bralizzar?
Helm's proud of you too.
I was about to say, if they have like water skins or like gourds or whatever
They
they're
do.
using for that, like we can fill it up too. And if it makes Catalan feel better, I can say that this wizard was able to create.
Yeah.
And they come over and they start patting you on the shoulder as well.
Well, don't touch me though.
Thank you. Thank you, Long Ears.
Okay.
Thank you. It's been very, very good of you. Thank
I'm
you.
going to take that as a the ear's compliment, and I'm not good. So anyway, are we heading out?
Yeah, if they're all ready to go, and we refill our water skins and stuff from the tower. If everybody's set, then I imagine then we leave.
All right. So you guys head off back into the desert. Let me make a roll.
Oh my god.
You don't need to. It's fine.
You don't need a damn cabinet full of cleaners. You shitting me?
Oh, question mark.
Okay.
We're fine.
So
Oh, fuck.
Swear
A
to
dragon
God.
descends.
Oh,
Oh my god. Already
Fucking-
wasted a 3rd level spell.
dragon land sharks. Here we go.
You're the
see
one that's
a-
like, I have 5th level spells now, so
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
up with
But
the
it's not one that's gonna help us if a dragon
I was about
attacks.
to say, have you met Katie? They're all narrative spells. Everything is a narrative spell.
I'm
They
a
sure
big,
are.
strong wizard. I can do it. I got so many spells. Look at my ears. Yeah.
Damn, get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Right.
all right.
Get
So
wrecked.
as you're going there, you can see there's a sandstorm forming in the north. Does not
Okay.
appear to be heading towards you though. But it looks like a big one and a bad one. You can actually see some lightning happening in the sandstorm. Rexus, you would recognize this as something that's a very dangerous one. But it does not appear to be heading your way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Is it the kind like with ghosts in it?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Is this like one of the weird supernatural ones like we experienced?
It's the mist.
Finally, as you guys head towards the desert, you start to see the town of Bralizzar in the distance. You can see the Raj's palace sort of rising up over one of the dunes. some of the buildings, the gray or the sandy stone type of buildings that are there. And eventually you get to the entrance of Bralizzar. You can see there are people, they're milling about. There are people over here at the bazaar, and they're selling different trinkets and things like that. Rexus, your hunger is almost unbearable right now. You are feeling like you could eat, an entire, flock of sheep right now.
An entire Bralizzar?
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I was just about to say, you said I was feeling pretty cool before.
Yeah, but we're off.
I think you get
Took us hours to get here.
I think you get the bonus from me.
Yeah, the +2.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's your charisma mod, so I think it's a 2.
You're a charisma mod. Yeah.
Unless you upped your charisma at level 8. But I don't think you did. I think you upped other stuff.
All right, so that's
You
a
managed
19.
to fight back this hunger that you're feeling. You almost want to go into a rage, but you don't. You make it to the edge of town. Where would you guys like to go?
I am
store?
power walking to the closest food market.
Here's a question, John. When Rexus started to feel
Over here,
hungry,
there's a guy that's selling meat on a stick, and of course, there's always a meat on a stick guy.
I'm basically gonna go up to him and be like, "Shut up and take my money."
It's a gold for 5, so.
John, really quick question, and you don't have to answer this, but when Rexus was starting to feel hungry, which one of us in the nearest vicinity looked pretty tasty?
I'm on her back, so his back.
I don't know, Rexus. I think you would be more apt to eat Catalan than anybody else, only because
Totally.
she's probably pissed you off before.
She's very chewy though.
Yeah.
She's
Hello,
bitter.
Fenny might
Well,
be a little gamey.
She's
I was
cold
about
and
to
bitter
I was
and
about
Fenny
to
and
say
spicy.
Fenny spicy, although he's also kind of pickled.
Yeah.
I think after
I'll
and-
give you real bad acid reflux. It's not.
peppers.
It's not a good time.
Well-
Pickled peppers.
Pickled peppers.
tastes like
well,
celery.
yeah, but here's the thing. He does a lot of physical labor, like when he fights, so his meat's going to be tougher. Where Catalan doesn't do physical stuff, and she likes to be pampered, so she's going to be more tender.
That's true.
And I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
I was just
You're
curious.
walking, right? You look over next to them, and instead of seeing Catalan and Fenny in there, you see 2 big, gigantic, plucked and headless chickens that are walking next to you.
It's a
And
pickled
immediately
pepper
your
and
mouth starts
whatever
watering.
really
you
tender
know?
meat is.
I
I don't like the way
He's
he's
like,
looking
"What?"
at us.
Yeah, Rexus looks over towards you with a very hungry look, Catalan.
If I'm
Get him
walking
to
on
the
like Fenian,
stand. Get
if
him
I'm
to
like
the
on
stand.
Fenian's inside, I want to go to like the other side of Fenian. Be on the outside.
But you are able to fight it back, Rexus. What would you like to do?
You said there was a meat on a stick guy. I'm gonna.
Mr.
I mean, I think I'll try to mind my manners, but I'm real close to just literally throwing money at him and just be
Dude.
like, meat sticks now.
You know Rex has got the
He looks
hangry.
at you like with a big wide eye. Here you go, and he starts pulling them out.
You don't even have to put them on sticks. Just freaking.
Just give him the meat.
He puts 20 of them down. He goes, 3 gold? He looks up.
I assume Rex
Get in
is
the way.
snarfing.
No, it
I
was-
was like,
wait,
here,
it was
there
a.
you go.
It was.
Just-
It
It was a
five.
gold for 5.
Yeah, so that's what 4
it's
gold.
4 gold, yeah.
or 4 gold if it's okay.
Yep.
You look very hungry.
We've been traveling in the desert for days.
Yeah, so you just start eating this stuff, and he actually has some grilled vegetables and stuff like that he puts out as well with it.
Yeah.
And just start. You're at this like little booth. There are other people there as well, and they're all sort of
All right.
staring at you.
I like to think after
Such
going
a-
through 20 sticks of meat, you just hear Rex's belch like 3
Yeah.
blocks away.
You can see behind you there is a caravan with some camels on it that are kind of going towards the center of town, and then there are other people walking about. It all seems so normal compared to what you've been through for the past
John,
few
I'm
days.
keeping an eye out for Drow.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Does he have any sidewalk kale?
Sidewalk kale's the best.
Yeah, you look around a little bit. You don't see any Drow, just a regular
Alright.
people of Bralizzar.
Yeah, all normal here. It's my second 3. And
After
then
a while, Rexus, you feel finally a little satiated, and that desire to eat Catalan
All right.
sort of fades into the background.
Katie, did you roll your portent things?
I did. They weren't
Okay.
Your
great rolls, although they
potatoes?
were better than they were better than 3s. But I was gonna hang on to them for something more important than a perception check. So.
That's smart.
So, Bobby the Gobby is at the Oasis, so I can
Yes.
either go get him, or because it's a shady establishment, I could just send him a message to.
Well, you
come
can
meet
see
us
over
at the
here to your
palace.
left, the Raj's Palace is right there where you remember it. Over to the right, there is the Inn of the Golden Palm, which you haven't been to, and the Oasis is kind of over here to the northeast.
Yeah. Are we like welcome at the palace every time we come here, kind of?
You would think so, yeah. I mean, last time you
I-
were here, he
I would think so.
gave you private rooms and everything.
All right.
I mean, after getting cursed by the hag, I think Rexus and Ron can head towards the Raj and like just check in on them, especially after we hear that Drow are in the building.
and
Yeah.
make sure they know that Drow are here, and make sure that we have rooms. And I really like those silky robes that they gave us last time, so that was nice as well. I need to go get Bobby and make sure he's okay, because he's coming with us. Just FYI. So,
All right, so do you guys split up? We split the party?
I'll make sure the angsty one doesn't get herself into trouble.
I'm staying with
So
Rex.
you're going to go with Catalan, and where are Ron and Rexus going?
Well,
Probably just gonna hang out at the meet of the sick guy.
All right,
Well,
just
and then-
going to hang out here?
well, and then
Until
he can go to
Rex
the
is-
palace and make sure that he's okay, and we have rooms, and that he needs to be told there's Drow in the city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be told that. And I want to go get Bobby and make sure he's all right. Because the Oasis is kind of like a seedy establishment where they like to hang out.
I mean, yeah.
So.
You said Bobby's
I
over
like
at the
little
Oasis.
mouse. I think he is. That's the one we've always used. And IHOP is there with his wife. We know them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we'll take a
I
couple
can't
more.
imagine he's at the Inn of the Golden Palm because that one's a little bit more
Little
well-to-do. Yeah, and he's a goblin, so.
Maybe we'll take another 20 meat on sticks to go. I think
All right.
while Rexus is
Yeah.
eating those, I'm gonna ask for another 20.
Yeah, stuff your face. That's lovely.
Can I have another 20 meats on sticks, please?
Sure. It
That's-
will be for gold.
All right.
I'm running out of meat.
I would say I paid for the first serving. You can pay for the second one.
John,
I'll
I'm
just-
gonna start
oh,
stealthing.
I'll
Through the
pay.
building.
I already took the money off my character sheet, so I'll say
Okay.
I'll pay for the second one then.
I rolled a 20 stealth, John. I'm gonna start making my way, like in
Okay.
between the buildings and sticking
All
through the
right. You
shadows. and-
do. I guess Fenian is with you.
I don't know. He walked away.
He
Alright,
said he
that's
was
a
going
thumbs up.
with
He
you.
said he
because-
was. So,
His
we
thumb
got a
said yeah.
thumbs up. Yeah, his
All
thumb
right, I
just
need
said
you to roll a
yes.
stealth check, Fenian.
He walked away.
Oh, well, shit.
Oh wait. Did you go get more candy?
No, I had to get my phone charger. And it's on my mic. Okay.
God.
Stealthies?
Right.
Stealthy wealthies?
Oh, that was almost a 20.
No, that was
But
me
it
rolling.
was.
Sorry.
Oh.
25.
Well, we want
All right.
Gary's.
You
I'm a
guys are
stealthy
very
bitch.
stealthy as you kind of go through
Yeah.
the buildings over here, and you can see there are people sitting in chairs. There's a lot of people that sit on porches and things like that, and they're talking. A lot of them have turbans on and things of that nature. But you do seem to make your way over to the Oasis.
The two
without
with the
being
most brightly
seen.
colored hair are being
At
really.
least you don't have any issues. And you don't see any drow either.
Yes, I love that.
Um,
I was gonna say I'm looking out for a job, but I rolled an 8 on that before, so
So let's put you
I like
guys up
I
here.
like the double ninjas.
Oh, well, I mean, don't you guys have like hooded cloaks? You can't just like.
Yeah, but I like the idea that his bright ass red hair and my bright ass teal hair is just out on display.
And their big ears are just like making the
And
hood
the
stick out.
ears.
Yeah.
It's almost on an
And our
alleyway where you
mirror.
go. There's kind of a palm tree there between the alleyways, and
Yeah.
there's like a little open area there, and there's a door, and over it says the Oasis. You guys go in?
Oasis.
It's a big O. It's
Yeah.
Oasis.
Yes.
Oh, a
Oh,
Oh,
H.
dash.
Yeah.
That's not how you spell oasis, but all right, yeah. Can I look inside before we go inside? Is there like a window?
No.
They can
Fuck,
afford
then
windows.
I guess I'm just going inside.
Okay, you open the door and immediately. Oh my god, I forgot the guy's name.
IHOP.
IHOP and his
I
wife
Swallow.
was I Swallow.
That one.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
IHOP is kind of wiping down. It's late in the evening, and there are like 3 or 4 people behind the bar, and they're talking and chatting. And he looks up and he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, my friends, you
He's
made it
like, oh
back."
fuck, you too.
Yeah.
He goes, "Welcome, come."
And
sit."
he's like a gnome or something, isn't he? Or a halfling?
No,
Isn't he
he's a-
small?
he's a dude.
Oh,
he's a
never
dude,
mind.
yeah.
For some reason I thought he was small.
And his wife, I Swallow, comes back, and she's like, "Oh, hello."
Hello.
Hello.
We're looking for a guest of yours.
Ah, yes, I know. We are keeping him hidden upstairs. You know, he would not be welcome here. But
Right.
he's been very nice, and he's made some good food with I Swallow, and so it's been very good.
He's wonderful like that.
Yes, he
What
makes
room
very
number?
good biscuits. Very good.
I'm aware.
He told my wife the recipe. It is amazing. Oh,
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Anyway, what room number is he in?
he goes. He's staying right above us. There's a room.
He's
He's staying in room 2.
And
There's only
you
2
don't-
rooms. He's got room
you don't
2.
have any bottles for sale, do you?
Bottles? What do you mean bottles?
Like
Empty bottles.
no, not empty ones. Full ones that you haven't opened yet for cocktails.
That have gone sour.
We-
Been in the
we are a
cellar way
bar.
too long.
We do not have the best wine or ale ever, but some of it is very good. And he pulls out a bottle from underneath and he puts it up. It's a bottle of wine. He goes, "This is the best we have. It is 3 gold."
I'd have some ancient wine, but it could be really bad.
How
3 gold for one
desperate
bottle?
are you for a drink?
I'm not that desperate, I guess. All right, we're just gonna go collect our friend, and we'll be seeing you around.
All right, so let's flip back. The scene fades, and we go over to Rexus and Ron. They're just sitting there. Rexus, you finished off your meat sticks. Ron is there looking around. A lot of people passing you by, looking down at you. Some of them shook your hair as you go by. What do you guys do? Are you guys waiting? Are you guys go to the garage? Or what are you doing?
I mean, am I done eating? Am I feeling better?
You're done eating. You're feeling a lot better.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to like do something stupid and get my head chopped off. So.
You occasionally see a Drupari guard. They're looking around. You can see there are guards actually stationed outside of the Raj's palace over here. I guess the question is, do you wait for them? Do you head into the palace? Or what do you do?
I think we should wait.
Well, did they tell us they wanted us to wait, or they want us to go in and...
It's up to you guys.
I mean, ultimately, I want to talk to the Raj. Oh, game's paused.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Technically, before Catalin and Fenian stalked off, she was like, go to the Raj, check in, secure our rooms, and tell them there's Drow in the city and whatever else you need to talk about. So technically, you could imagine that when we're done with our thing, we're going straight to the palace. Because that's where we
Well, also, too, I mean, Rexus wants to tell the Raj that he actually met Sarathis.
Kind of do some name dropping.
So do
Well,
you
I mean, he got cursed. He got cursed by Sarathis too. So, the he'll just kind of give a summary about his experience, and then also to the information about the curse can't be broken; it can only be passed along. And I guess basically, because this guy is in the same boat as Rexus, different curse. The kind of just a. From one cursed dude to another.
All right, so
and then also too, just if he's been around, he's wise and stuff. If it seems like what she said was true and everything.
So do you head over there before they get there, or do you wait for them?
Well, I would head over before they get there.
I'm I'm keeping
Because
my eyes peeled.
I assume that this conversation's gonna take a while. I mean, like, we'll mention the stuff that Catalan wanted us to first, but then, then Rexus will want to chat with the Raj
let
at
me
some
set the
point.
scene for you a little bit. So you walk into the main, there's this huge doors that you go into, and there's a gigantic atrium in there. There's a fountain in the center, and there are trees set up, and a couple of pillars. The Raj's throne is sort of in the back, and you can see that his bodyguard, forgot his name.
I'm keeping my eyes peeled for Drow.
Fugarm is there as well. And he's standing next to this big stone throne, and this thing has a big not a dome ceiling but a flat ceiling, but there are windows that let light in and everything else. He's there, and he's sitting by the throne, and he says, "Hello, Rexus, and Ron. How are you both?"
Ooh, almost forgot your name. Oh.
I am fantastic. How are you, Raj?
He goes, and he sighs. He goes, "I am well as can be expected. Where is the other two?"
Is he close enough I can hug him, or is he kind of sitting back?
No, he's kind of sitting back a little bit. Yeah.
I go into
You can see Fugarum, the 12-foot tall bodyguard he has. He stands in front of him.
Oh,
and he looks
I hug the
bodyguard.
I hug the bodyguard.
You have to hug his leg.
Yeah, it's super awkward.
Yeah,
but Ron doesn't care.
At you, and then he shugges your hair a little bit.
Oh.
And he goes, "Will your friends be back soon?"
Well, they said they were gonna join us tonight.
Can I do would it be insight or investigation? I want to make sure he's because wasn't he broken last time we were here?
Well,
yeah,
he was
he's still blind. He has the blindfold across him,
he had the mind control potions that the slaves
He was very
did.
forgetful and couldn't even say words without thinking really hard.
So I want to make sure he's still back to normal.
He appears to be back to normal, but he is. Give me an insight check.
That's what I mean. I don't know if it would insight or investigation.
Insight, I think.
Or medicine. I was gonna
11.
say you're a medicine person.
Can I insight too?
Yeah, you can insight too if you want. Yes.
All right.
He's great.
Well, I got a lot of stuff on my mind.
And he goes, "What is it you want to tell me, Rex?" And then he says again, "When will your friends be coming? Maybe we should wait for them as well."
That seemed suspicious.
Yeah, he keeps asking, "Where are your friends?" So either he's forgetting that he just asked that question, or maybe this isn't him, it's someone in disguise and waiting for all four of us to launch an attack. Sorry, this is all out of game. Don't metagame. Sorry.
Well, I was just saying I'm suspicious.
Well, yeah, no, you have every right to be. He's repeating.
I mean, Rex has got a whole whopping 4, so. Rexus has a lot on his mind, so he's just gonna start summarizing, saying it's I met Zarathus.
And you can see he looks up, even though he has the blindfold over his eyes. "You met the hag?"
The plainest standing stones.
"What did she tell you?" And he looks very anxious all of a sudden.
Rexus will just kind of give him a summary of how about she's been watching the whole time, and the fact that the curse cannot be broken. It can only be passed to someone who's deserving it, and Rexus is not comfortable with that idea. And but before that bridge can even be crossed, that Rexus has to do 3 trials One of which, Rexus also didn't figure it out until the very end because his friends told him. But of that, I just experienced one earlier that afternoon.
He goes, Rexus, maybe I could speak to her one day. And he says, he goes, I'm sorry, Rexus. And he puts his head down. From the left.
Oh, that bitch sold us out, didn't he?
And the right. And behind you, out of invisibility, you see a group of Drow come out.
Oh, look, we found the Drow.
Hey, look at that!
And he goes, I had no choice, Rexus. I wish your friends were here. And this woman, and she has like a purple robe on. She appears to be a mage of some kind. She walks forward. Can you guys see the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Drow in there, John.
There's a few Drow around her. One of them, two of them, three of them appear to be have like leather armor on and daggers and things.
Assassins.
Oh, not those ones. Oh.
This one moves forward and she goes, "Drop your weapons."
Is that Marquesa?
No,
Oh, okay.
somebody different.
I am my
Right.
weapon.
Is it Nethray? No, that's
No.
not her character art. She had the creepy spider pauldrons, I remember.
She says, "By order of House Benray, you are under arrest."
No, not Spider-Man. Fuck.
For the death of one of our family members. We will find the rest of your crew.
I didn't kill her though. She
Yeah, she
disappeared.
just-
I was about to say, she teleported away.
Was she made of sand? 'Cause
Yeah,
she
did I explode her? There was no trace of her?
but her
Yes.
armor and weapons were left
And you
unscathed?
can see like a little bit of fire starts to form in her hand. And she goes, "Drop your weapons."
Well, one, I'm not actually wielding mine because I wouldn't do that in front of the Raj.
Yeah.
Catelyn
Ma'am.
had just started acting like a nicer person, then all of a sudden everyone's like, fucking Catelyn, shit.
I'm gonna look back at the
I told you
Raj.
Drow were in the city, but I had to get Bobby.
You can see his head is low and he looks
I
very
thought the
dejected.
Raj would be a safe place.
I was about to say, I'm gonna look up at his bodyguard.
What the fuck, Raj?
The bodyguard seems to be standing in front of the Raj. You can still see him around the side of him, but the bodyguard looks like he's protecting the Raj.
He's a
I
hefty boy.
know, but I mean, is there like any, like... I don't know how to word this in character, but the big thing is that you control this entire town. Why is this handful of Drow?
You don't know.
Apparently, he doesn't control the entire town.
Well, fine. Rexus will ask something to that effect.
And that was something that Catelyn kind of noticed, is a lot of people in the town were like, okay, knowing that some of the stuff was happening. So they weren't exactly nice. And I said that if we liberated the town, that didn't mean that everybody was going to be all peaches and cream all of a sudden. I did make that point. Sorry.
But I gotta get my biscuits.
Yeah, but hey, that's two unrelated things. That's
Yeah.
I just love the
Bobby.
fact that you're like, yeah, you just wait. I got level 5 spells. I'm gonna mop the floor with anybody. I gotta go get my pastry.
They're narrative spells. Damn it!
So let's flash back to Catelyn and
It's not
Fenny.
gonna help us at
Do you
all.
guys go up and see Gabi play?
Yeah.
All right, so he's sitting in like a makeshift like a cot on the floor, and he stands up and goes, "Catelyn,
Oh, Bobby. So nice
He goes,
to see you again.
you came back. I wasn't
Not gonna be able
sure."
to use your narrative spells.
Well, of course I was going to come back for you.
He goes, "You gotta be careful," and he grabs you by the. He goes, "There are Drow
Jesus.
here. They're looking for you guys."
Wow, I haven't seen any.
He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "But they've been all over town."
Do they know
In and
that you're
out.
here?
No, but I've seen them.
I'll look over my shoulder at
I think, and he points downstairs,
Fail.
and he goes, "I think the innkeeper's in on it too."
What?
Well, the
Now I'll
innkeeper,
really
if you
look
pay
over
him,
my
if you-
shoulder at.
They
if
were
you pay him
talking to
enough
him.
money,
I saw.
he's in for whatever.
I saw.
He'll get pegged for enough money. All right. Finian's like,
He goes, "Where are your friends?"
go.
They're at the palace. All right,
And
calm
he
down.
goes, "They're in danger." He looks at you.
Well, are you in danger if you stay here while we go investigate?
I'm always in danger.
This is true.
I don't like that. So
He's not wrong.
I'm trying to think if we thought, do we interact with anybody else in town that is like on the up and up?
The Raj.
No, there's
Fuck
one
is
lady. There's one lady, the one that made Ron's cloak for Kimber.
Aw.
She might be good people's. She sewed the helm symbol and all that stuff inside. I don't know. I'm reaching at straws here. She might be okay. She was like older and stuff.
What do you guys do?
All right.
I assume this room has a window.
Yes.
Cool. We need to go.
Bobby, do you know how to get to the ruins?
He looks and goes, "What ruins?"
All right, fuck it. Stay here, but if there's dangers, there's somewhere that you can run and hide, that we can find you later.
He goes, "I can stay right." Well, I don't know. Now that they know you're here, they're gonna come. They're gonna come and get me,
Yeah.
Catalan.
Then you're
Okay.
you're with us, and you're just gonna have to hide
Exactly.
or something.
Bobby, I'm gonna trust you with something.
All right.
And
what
this
am
is
I gonna
not this has not been known to work well with goblins, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna give you this. He reaches into his bag and he pulls out a flask, a glass flask. I hand it to Bobby. I'm like, this is alchemist
it.
fire. If you get approached aggressively by anyone who is not us, you throw this directly at their face and run.
And he goes, "All right. Do you want me to stay here? I don't feel safe anymore."
No, you come with us.
No,
But
come
this
with
is a
us.
backup for you to be able to defend yourself. And you know what? Even I'll like dig into my bag of holding and like, do you know how to use any weapons, Bobby?
He goes, "A dagger," and he holds one up. He actually has a dagger, and I'm good
didn't I
with
give him my
cleaver
dagger?
too. No, I don't think you did.
No, I thought I gave someone my dagger.
Yeah, I think that was the kobold, and he died pretty quickly.
And I'm like, here, take this
I took my
too.
dagger back from him.
And I have a light crossbow in my bag of holding. And I'm just gonna strap it to his back. I'm like, welcome to the
Because
crew.
I'm not a
Don't
fighter.
die. I don't care.
I'm a chef.
All right,
Your
not
goal,
a
Bobby.
fighter.
your goal,
Bobby.
don't die.
He goes, "How? He goes, I
Aim,
should have
pull the
stayed
trigger.
home.
You
I
should've.
should have stayed home with my family. I knew
Bobby.
this was going to happen. Yes.
I told you I had a plan for you. You know that, right?
I know. I believe you, Catalan.
Okay.
I
Just
thought we
slits his
could.
throat.
No, I'm kidding.
I thought we could make great biscuits together.
Oh, we're going to, darling. Don't you worry. Question: have you ever wanted to be a T-Rex?
And he looks at you and he kind of tilts his head sideways. He goes,
Don't worry. I will never let you die. You make
He
the most
goes-
delicious biscuits
he
I've
goes-
ever had.
and he goes, "I don't know that I could cook with those little arms." He goes,
It would only be for an hour, and it protects you. So come with us and know that you are safe, and you're lucky to know me, because I'm wonderful.
Guys. He goes, okay, I trust you.
And then I'm gonna look at Fenny and be like, how the fuck are we getting out of here, though?
I've got rope, and this building isn't that big.
The only other thing, hold on, I just had a thought, although it burns a second
That's
level
dangerous.
spell, and I'll look back at Bobby. I could put you on a roof somewhere, and they won't know you're there.
He goes, how will I get down?
We'll come get you later, you'll just have to hang up there.
And he looks, he goes, if you say so.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll put you on top of one that if we never come back because we're dead, you can maybe jump on an awning and like
How about I just
boing,
leave
boing.
you with some rope?
Okay,
That
how
would
about
be
that?
a better idea.
Then you're
Mr.
way
Fenian.
safer and you're hidden because you're on a rooftop that they don't know
Let's do that.
that you're there.
That would be much better.
I'm
Although
leaving.
I'd love
I'm
to
leaving
see
the
you as a
weapons
T-Rex.
with you just in case. But
Okay. He goes, how does this work? And he pulls out the crossbow and he looks at it and then he holds
No.
it backwards.
Okay, no,
Don't-
Bobby,
don't.
that's not how that goes.
the
and
pointy bit,
That's sad that
the
even I
pointy
know
bit
that.
goes goes that way. It goes outward.
Okay, and you got to put these things in it, and he's got a little pile of arrows next to him.
Yep.
He loads one in backwards.
He goes into the track, and everything is an arrow. Everything points to where it needs to go. All right.
He points it around the other way. Okay, I got it.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to use Vortex Warp to... Can I see a building rooftop from here?
You can. There are a lot of building rooftops from here.
I'm going to put him on one within 90 feet.
Okay.
And then he is instructed to stay there until we come back, or if it... if night passes and we never come back...
It's a flat, top. There's actually some chairs and stuff up there.
Yeah.
So it must belong to somebody, but there does not appear to be anybody there.
On this one?
No, on this one over here.
Oh. I will put him on that one, and then at least there's boards and stuff. He has this whole thing to himself, so he can move and hide as needed. So yeah, I actually like this L-shaped. So I will Vortex Warp him to that rooftop.
You can see that something spins underneath him. He disappears. And out the window, you can see that he ends up on the other one. He just sort of looks down at himself.
Stay low.
He's got the bow, and
I'm gonna tell him to
gets
stay
down
low.
Really low. He pulls the bow out, and then he puts an arrow in backwards.
God. All right. He probably won't have to fire that. So.
Yep. I'm hoping that at most he just throws the alchemist fire and calls it a day.
All right. So.
What do you guys do?
We gotta go save the other two.
Yes, but what are we walking into?
Beats the shit out of me. We don't have any way of approaching from the outside like we did the first time we did this.
And do we confront IHOP for selling us out? Because something tells me I really want to do that right now.
Listen.
What?
He does what he's paid to do. That's what he's always done. Somebody gave him gold.
Do you guys head back downstairs?
Well, we're still in the room right now.
Okay.
Oh, we go out the window. We do not go directly back downstairs.
Yeah. For all we know, there's Drow piled down there.
Correct.
Actually, do I have that spell? No, I don't have that spell prepared yet. I'm gonna summon Inky and put him on my shoulder.
Okay. Bloop.
And be like, darling, I'm going to try not to send you into danger if I can help it, but I need you out and about, just in case.
And then
right. How are we going out a window?
Rope.
Don't say you're throwing me. Oh, all right, fine.
All right, so you tie a rope to one of the
What?
You tie up a rope to the dresser. There's a small dresser there.
Yeah.
And you
with a bed leg
or
something.
Make your way out the window. It's only 2 stories up, so it's not really far.
Do I need to roll?
Finian will look at Catalin and be like, "Do you have something like minor illusion or something that can make a sound?"
Prestidigitation can make some sounds because I can do little fireworks.
Can you do sending to Gabi? Can he contact you?
I have sending, and he can reply back if I send to him.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Can you make a sound at the? Can you make a sound outside the door?
What that?
I have sending prepared today, so I can still reach out to him as needed. As far as prestidigitation, it's a 10-foot radius, so yeah, I can do it on the other side of the door. I can do a sensory effect. You create a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, musical notes, or a smell. So I can do a noise that's minor like that.
Just make the floor creak as if we're still in the room before we get out of Dodge. If anything, drive them up to the room.
Okay. John, can I do... If I cast Prestidigitation a couple times, because the effect lasts for an hour, so I could do 2 castings?
Out the window, you can see that Gabi is pointing downward.
Can we look out the window real briefly before we descend?
Yeah.
Are they waiting for us out there?
What's that? You can see IHOP is running to the south.
So they're in the oasis.
Is I Swallow with them?
No, I Swallow is not. But IHOP appears to be heading to the south into the market.
I feel like he's running to go get them.
Probably.
So I don't think creating noises is going to matter, but I can do it because it takes 12 seconds. So
yeah.
It lasts for an hour, John. Yeah. It lasts for an hour. I can do it. Can be 2 at a time because that's how it works. So I'll do occasional floor creaking and muffled voices, just that kind of sound like
that'll work.
Finian and I.
All right, so we will cut the scene there where
Okay.
you guys are climbing out the window and heading down to the bottom of the second floor, and then the scene swipes to the left, and we come back to Ron and
Internet
Rexus.
is shit tonight.
The woman says to you, "Drop all of your weapons now, or
We already
The
gave away
sentence.
all of our rations.
your sentence will be executed now."
Who exactly did we kill again?
You killed one of the family members of House Banrai. Her body was transported back to us.
Whoops.
Oh, so she did die, and then just poof, evidence.
Her corpse teleports and tells them exactly who killed her before
That's a hell of a life
have
insurance
collected-
policy.
We have collected all the information that we need. You will be tried before the great matron mother.
I'm from
I
the
assume Ron knows who
patriarchy.
this is. Does Ron know who that is?
I don't know. Do you know much about the Drow?
I was about to say the only thing we know is what we learned is that they sell people.
That's enough.
Well, that's true. I mean, I think you would know a little bit about the Drow and the great houses of the Drow and things like that, but, you know.
I don't know about that.
A little bit at least.
Madeline knows a little bit. Madeline's not there right now.
Well, yeah, but Catalan's also, like, you know, into knowledge and history. Like, Rexus grew up in the desert. You know, he knew that, like, slavery existed around him, but basically when you're spending your day-to-day life going, food, water, food, water, food.
You have 10 seconds to drop your weapons. Or face judgment now. She goes 1, 2,
I still don't.
You can't judge me. Only Helm can judge me.
3,
I ain't going back to jail.
4.
I was about to
5.
say, weren't we shutting down an illegal operation?
Yeah,
6.
but they probably don't consider it illegal.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but it was illegally operating out of the
7.
city, so...
Don's doing a countdown on y'all.
I know.
8. 9.
Hold on.
You're
Oh.
persuasive, Ron. You're charismatic.
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't. Hold on. I gotta get into character.
I don't know who this House Baranian girl is. Person is. But I don't think I killed her because I don't kill people.
All right. 10. Let's roll initiative.
She's like, shut up, die.
That's not good.
Hungry heart.
All right. Let's begin combat.
Gonna bite you right between the thighs. Hungry.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
He gets right over towards where you are at. He's going to go after. Number 1 is Ron. 2 is Rexus. Get some good combat.
Oh my gosh, what the hell, man?
That was a wow.
That
Going
was
after
so much
Rexus, I'm gonna
louder
do
than everything
protection.
else, and it was only in one ear.
That's weird. That's so loud for you.
John, I'm gonna do protection.
All right. Let's first attack will be with a disadvantage.
Hey, you, leave your
As he
damn
pulls out
hands
a
off
short
him.
sword, dripping with poison. And he... With a disadvantage, though.
Damn dirty Drow.
16?
Well, I can't interpose my tail because I haven't had a chance to rage, so yes, that hits me.
Alright, so you take 5 plus. Wait a minute.
Also,
Give me
I have
a
to do a
DC
con
15
through.
Constitution save, yep. So you make the Constitution save, so you take half of this.
Oh my god. That is a lot of
Take half
fucking
of that.
dice.
So 14.
So you take 14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
This Drow over here is going to pull out his hand crossbow, and he's going to attack you. That will be an 18. 1 will be Ron, 2 will be Rexus. Rexus, you get hit with a hand crossbow for 3 points of damage.
Alright. So the same thing, I have to do a...
No. These guys don't appear to be as, as well equipped as the one that just ran up to you. The other one shoots a hand crossbow at you, Ron. And he will miss.
Actually, I smack it out of the air. Get out of here with that.
This one's same thing at you, Ron. And he will miss.
Get out
This
of
one
here.
right here. Another hand crossbow at you, Rexus. And he will miss as well. The mage. One second.
I was about to say, if this was a movie, I'd like to think that we just had this, like, great scene where she's like, we're gonna arrest you and, like, put you on trial for this and that. We're like, who, what now? We're from the house. Wait, I don't recognize that name. It's like, well, you killed so-and-so. Now she teleported. Well, her body teleported. Oh, so we did kill her. Well, you guys were doing some illegal slave trade operation based out of this town, which wasn't apropos because this dude was being poisoned into thinking it was okay.
I don't think they care.
Well, yeah, I know, but I like the idea that they come up with all this pomp and circumstance, and first we don't know who they are, then,
Lightning bolt! Lightning
Can you
bolt!
give me dexterity saving throws for both you and
Danger
Ron?
sense.
Yeah. That's right, danger sense.
Fuck. And I think, I'm gonna get like a plus.
+2.
You both get +2.
From your
yeah.
charisma.
Charisma.
That's fine.
Ron, you take 23 points of damage as the thing just shakes you.
Did not see that coming.
Wow.
Well, that's really a 14, right? Because of the +2
Yeah.
No.
for Rexus.
Yeah.
Alright, so you take
Yeah.
half of that, Rexus. You take 11.
Okay. Low DC.
This one runs over to you, Ron, and it will attack you twice.
Wow.
You will hit on the first one. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Woof.
No, I just like the idea that they're being really dramatic. It's like they can kill us and we'll still be like, wait, who are you guys again?
I still don't get what happened.
15 is enough, so you take half of that. You take 11. And the second attack
What is that extra?
will miss you.
It's poisson.
Oh.
This guy's going to again do his... I think he's going to run up here, and he is going to try to short sword you, Rexus. And he'll hit you for 7. Rexus, you're up.
I don't want to be super confident because yeah, that hurt. But well, he just attacked with a regular short sword. I am going to look at the jerk that tried to poison me, and I am going to let him watch me transform right in front of him.
Red. Blah, blah, blah.
I hate to say this, but between me and you, I don't think we have the juice to.
Well, when you split the party, this happens.
The funny part is that when we were standing outside and John was like, "Oh, so you're splitting the party?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna metagame. That sounds ominous. I'm gonna have my personal moment with the Raj because he and I have both been through the same thing." And John's like, "No, fuck you. You're getting betrayed."
Honestly, I thought he was saying that because Gary and I were gonna have the problem out in town. I was not expecting it to be in the palace. Honestly.
In the palace.
I thought it was ominous too, but like the opposite. I thought it was gonna be him and I getting fucked trying to go get Bobby.
I'm sorry, I did not plan it out this way.
I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck we're in this town.
Because Catelyn wanted to get her biscuit maker.
That's
By the way,
exactly why.
is Chunky on your shoulder when all
we
this
are
happens?
friends with the
Probably.
Raj, and it's a good
Yeah.
place to stop.
Well, yeah,
Nice
because
rest.
no, it's a
Chunky
good
gets
place to stop,
electrified
especially because
by the lightning bolt.
we
Hold
gave
items and stuff that you're wearing or carrying aren't affected by spells.
well, he's
No, but
not
I think
an item.
Chalky is alive, and I think Chalky would probably get shocked.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
windows in this place. I was thinking about trying to
Chunky
go
is
for
on
the
the
front
ground dead in
door,
front of you.
and I don't think I can.
Can Ron go into a rage?
If we were friends
I
with the
don't
Raj,
think
I don't
I
think
can-
Raj would fuck us like this.
Well, we're learning the hard way. We're not that good of friends with him.
No,
Well-
you're learning the hard way. I didn't want to fucking come to this shitty town.
Well, no, I think it's more like he didn't want
But upon
to.
learning the Drow were here, I thought the consensus was like we'd go and like try to help again.
No, I think
I'm sorry,
he's being
did you not want to
pressured
come help?
because the only guy who can fight in this entire town is his bodyguard, and I don't think he can take on all these.
Just let
Drow.
me know when I'm 150 feet away from this fucking palace and I can see inside.
Once we get to the end of this round,
Fireball.
we'll flash back to you.
Well, not fireballs.
I don't think I'm going to be able to grab the Raj because his bodyguard is protecting
like
him.
right in front of them.
And like I said, I think the only dude in this town that can actually fight is the bodyguard, and I don't think he can take on all these Drow, which is probably why they were forced to sell us out. So,
I mean, we kind of had no choice but to stop here after the whole test thing.
The food thing.
well,
Yeah.
we had no food. So I think ultimately,
Had to get Bobby, had no food, knew the Drow were coming back, and I thought the consensus of the party was like, oh, if the Drow are back, we have to stop them. They're probably going to try to turn it into a slave camp again. My bad. Should have somehow
it's your
known
turn.
that the Paladin of Helm was okay with that.
the
I'll spit that out.
the sad part too is we just leveled up, and the first thing I'm gonna do besides raging
Go get
is
'em.
retreat.
Also an option. You can run from a situation you're not going to win.
I'm just trying
That was
to
my
think.
plan. Was basically
There are
just-
doors over here to the right and to the left. They appear to be shut though. And then of course there is the.
I can't see any
the open
doors.
to
It's
this-
black.
Yeah, the pillars
It's just,
are-
it's just
here.
shadows, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pillows are hiding them, but you know they're there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if there's doors to the right and left, are these doors wooden?
They are.
Nexus is like, doors don't stop me.
Well, I could grab Ron and let's see.
I have more
5,
water.
10, 15, 20,
Get all the
30, 35, 40. Disengaging's my action though. I would take 2 AOs. If I just run to the door and try to just shoulder my way through it.
Do it.
Well, I want to, but I'm really scared that John's going to be like, make a strength check, and I'm going to make a strength check even though I'm raging and I have advantage. I'm going to fail, or he's going to be like, oh, by the way, they're reinforced because it's a palace, and they didn't want people to assassinate the Raj, and I'm going to bounce off, fall on the ground, and we're going to surround it and kill.
You will have to make some sort of a check.
I expect to die at some point, but I don't expect to die stupid.
Get disengaged.
Disengage will take me right over to the thing, and so we can get surrounded.
You could give up.
You get 10 extra feet from Ron, plus you're faster as a barbarian too.
Well,
you do get the extra feet.
Actually, you could probably take hits. So, I mean, if you wanted to do that.
And you could maybe pick up Ron if John allows.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna pick up Ron and then
your speed at least in half.
But still get the plus 10 from Ron, right? So like half her speed plus 10.
I would say that's fair.
I just gave away like Ron's weight and ration.
Yeah.
I was carrying that around.
I think I get mounted combat if that happens, right?
Alright, Greg. Well, do you want me to try to pick you up and we'll try to barrel out a side door? I'll take 2 AOOs, but that would be it. If I try to go around between my speed being cut and there being so many people, it would take a lot more AOOs.
Yeah, our options are either we get out of this or we surrender. I mean, we're almost through the first round of combat and I'm like fucking bloodied. So this is not going to end well if we continue fighting. That's all I know. You read all of this and the look I give you. Obviously we're not having this conversation.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right.
This room has no windows at all.
No, it does. It has tons of windows. I have light streaming in. Yeah.
Oh wait,
they don't even have windows on them. They're just holes that they've, crafted.
Oh, you didn't say that. If there's light in the room, I'm immune from damage.
Well, is there a window nearby one of these sphinxes towards the back?
Yeah, there is. You can try to jump out of it. I mean, they're kind of high up and they're small, so you're not going to be able to make it through. But Ron could.
Wait, how small are these windows?
They're only window size. I mean, Rexus is huge, so.
No, he's normal medium-sized monster.
Yeah, Rexus
you want to try to jump
medium.
out the back window?
He's just tall. He's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
I'm 6'10".
Oh, I was gonna say 6'9". I was so close.
The lizard folk max out at 6'5", but I wanted him to be an unusually big boy, so
So he's not like large.
Have the extra 5 inches, whatever.
Yeah,
that's
windows are kind
fine.
of thin and tall, so they're not like
Do it.
they're not good escapes for you, Rexus. But you can try. You'll have to make a roll though.
Because I can spider climb up the wall. It's just fitting through the windows the difficult part. Unless I have a better shot at trying to break down the door. But if anything, even if Rexus can't get out, he can throw Ron out the window, so...
I will sing songs of your glory.
I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna pick up Ron.
Okay.
And
Ronnie grabs you around the waist, picks you up.
It's permission first, though.
Alright, so in order to get up there, I'm gonna have to dash, I'm assuming.
Whee!
Yes.
Alright.
So
So
cut out though because of the high pitched
So
frequency.
you'll take
Alright,
two.
so I take
sorry.
2 AOs. I'm
No, it's
raging
fine, it's
now
like,
though,
whee!
so...
Whee!
First one hits you for 7. Give me a constitution.
No,
check,
my
please.
tail.
Oh, okay, yeah, very good. So that'll work regardless. So you can see this poison blade comes at you. You smack it away with your tail. The second one is just a regular short sword attack. Will miss you.
Alright.
And you and Ron are moving over this way.
10, 15, 20... However high, climb up however high on the wall.
Yeah.
Thanks
Can
for
you give me
fucking us
an
over, Raj.
athletics check to see if you can make it through that window?
Alright. I have advantage on that. Because I'm raging.
26. Yeah, you can. You squeeze yourself through the window, and you guys make it out the window, and you land on the sand on the other side of it.
Does she make a popping noise? You pop.
like a cork.
Ron, it's your turn. You find yourself. You guys land on your ass, kind of on the other side of this window. It's kind of high up, about maybe 7-8 feet. And you see the desert is behind you. There's nothing but desert behind you. You can hear a bunch of stuff going on the other side of that window. What would you like to do?
So we're outside of the building now?
Yeah, you guys, Rexus has picked you up and he's managed to shimmy through this very thin window as well. Had to break some of the window probably apart with the 26.
Oh yeah, totally. Run. I'm trying to figure out what direction to run.
Well,
all desert.
I imagine running like this.
No, wait, we're facing.
You're essentially facing the
south.
south, yeah.
Yeah,
we're
facing the
the
city. This is facing the desert. That like when we came and we snuck up and went up in the Raj's bedroom.
Yeah, so we're like
you guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you're back here. Sorry.
All right. I'm glad you bought those extra 20 meat on sticks.
I think you already ate them. Because you were pretty hungry. Fuck, I don't know which way to go.
You know which way we went, so...
Which way did we go, Rexus?
Well, they went north to the oasis, so that's probably the direction we need to go to meet up with them.
Would I have my bearings where I'm at?
A little bit, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I guess I would probably run around 15, 20. What do I got? 35? 35.
All right.
I think, can I guess as my action, I can do dodge as an action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a rogue, so I can't do that as a bonus action,
Correct.
but I think I can do it as my regular.
Yeah, and do as a
Correct.
regular
And
action.
then disadvantage to hit you.
All right, he had to use all his movement to get there, but one of these guys climbs out the window and lands sort of next to you, Rexus. Let's see. That is the end of the first round of combat. We will flash back to Catalin and Fenian. You find yourself on the back of this building. The rope is going up to this window up top. You don't know what's going on anywhere else, but what would you guys like to do?
Well, we saw what's-his-face running, probably to tell more Drow.
What direction is this window facing? Is it like behind, or is it like the alleyway?
You are
or is
behind. You guys are back.
So we're gonna drop down behind there.
Yeah, back over here.
Yeah.
I'm sliding down the ropes. I don't like this.
Let's stick to the alleyways and we told them to go to the Raj, so let's see how close we can get to the palace.
All right. You guys can. Let me add you guys to the initiative
Do we
tracker.
want to go like
Well, actually,
this
I'll add you.
way
Yeah,
and then
you guys
down
will go
this
at the
main
end.
walkway, or do we want to try to like go between buildings?
Ooh, stick to the alleys.
All right, fine.
Yeah, so we'll probably stealth our way through.
Is there any point in being stealthy right now? Or... Can we be stealthy but also kind of hurry a little bit?
I
Quick
think
stealth.
stealthing is an action. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it is. And we can only move 30 feet. So
Yeah.
it's going to take us a while to get
All right.
there.
Well, then, the other option is
Here's
haul
my
ass.
thing. I'm assuming that they're going to come back up this way, that I hop one to get them. If we're going around literally the other way and stick to the shadows, maybe they just won't happen to see us with their passive
Hey,
perception.
let's try it.
All right. Are we going to dash so that we get there faster?
Yeah. Dash, and if we need to, face them.
Also true. All right. So, 35. When I get about here, John, if I see the coast is clear, then I want to keep going. But if I see movement, can I like pause a half second and then
Give me
keep
a
kinda-
perception check.
Okay.
As you look around.
Ooh.
Looking around you, you don't see any drow or anything like that. You give it a
Right.
pretty good look. You seem to be
gonna-
okay here.
Signal to him like, let's keep going. So that was 35, 40, 45, 50,
So
55, 60. You should, yeah, just do that. We're about the same.
we're about this.
All right.
We started at the same length of rope.
All right. So it is 10:50.
I don't give a shit.
Let us pick this up next week.
Oh,
Everyone's
see what
gonna die.
but there's so much happening.
I know, but
I-
you know what?
Wait, what, Greg?
Next week will be fun.
Wait, Greg has words.
We could just end this campaign and then it'll just be like
What happened?
like
No!
Jeep. Like
No!
Jeep never really died.
No, someday we're getting back to that. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for playing.
Jesus.
John, we have 10.